start recording. Let's do one for the love of a game. I got everything. I think I've got everything. Lights on. We're live now. We update the stream title. Yes, I've unchecked the box. All right. Yeah, he must have come just as I changed the stream title, but before I was actually here. All right, YouTube should be live as well. So let's do a marbles to kick us all off for any of the hardcore rerunners. Let me get that loaded. Where am I going? Steam. Show me the marbles. Don't need that. All right, so if you've not played before, it's quite simple. You exclamation mark play, and then you get to spin MCD's head. When you spin MCD's head, then... Oh, good shout, Cryptographer. Good shout. I agree. Remind me, or maybe Juby can do it, actually. But you run the marble race. If you win the race, you get to spin the wheel, and then you win whatever prize is on the wheel. We're getting to the bottom of our prizes now. Hold on, I'll DM you, Juby. It was in YouTube chat. What? Thanks, Seas World. But you spin the wheel, you win whatever prize you have. We are at the bottom of the barrel of the prizes for now, so we got 2 Ultimate Battle Passes for Season 18, 1 Season 18 Starter Pack, and 1 Timeout. 3 and 4 chance of something good. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. So, let's find ourselves a track to race. Maybe Frozen? Maybe a slightly longer one. Maybe the endurance test. All right. Loading it. You guys know what to do. It's quite simple. Exclamation mark play. If you want to play. Chance to spin the wheel. Chance to win yourself one of those Season 18 either starter packs or battle passes. Or even a timeout, you know? Sometimes it's nice to have time to yourself. This is very much an early bird get the worms. The rerunners are being rewarded. What happens if I win? Then it rolls forward. But you got to be in it to win it. GB in, Reflex in. Dog and a pineapple. A shark. Some kind of psychedelic shark. All right, this is actually your odds. Your odds have never been better to win one of these. Odds have never been better. EMEA itself is starting about an hour and 20 minutes. So we're doing this race. We'll give away a little prize. And then I need to do my fancy changes beforehand. Otherwise, I'm cooked for this week. All right, I'm putting 60 seconds on the clock. The odds are pretty good. Right now, you have a 1 in 20 chance of winning a chance to spin MCD's face. And then once you get to spin MCD's face, you've got a 3 and 4 chance of winning a prize. So there's steps. But the odds have never been better. Nice. Rashima, Jazor, Dabs, Waggy, Olo Man. All first time plays. You got called a moron at you, and that you've lost brain cells over fancy this week? Well, let's see what my changes are. All right, 10 seconds, 1 in 22 chance. This is really Up for grabs. We're up to 24, okay? We're up to 24. Cryptographer with a late entry. Off to the initial race. One big old swirl. Let's take a bit of a look at where we're going here. Okay, so it's not too complicated, it looks like. There's a few obstacles, everything like that. A lot of loops. It seems like it might be quicker to go through the center. Maybe it's the same number of loops. Either way, we're all swirling. We're swirling. We're swirling. Anyone's race so far. No disasters. Nothing's gone wrong. Risen has come out first. Juby in second. Seb going the opposite side here, but it feels like Risen is keeping hold of this lead right now. Nothing to disrupt it now. There are a few up and down bumpers as we come to this next one, but there's only a few. Should be easy enough to avoid. They're quite slow moving as well. Risen's going to be the first one through it, and oh, pretty clean. Juby, pretty clean as well. Now going a slightly different way. Milky Ashes and Blind Wannabe have gone the other way, but Risen, strong lead now. Going to go around that right-hand swirl. A spinner ahead. There's really not too many obstacles. It's just for spinners you have to nail up top, and Risen is going to be the first one to attempt them. Cryptographer was the last to enter the race. Might be the last to finish the race in this one as well. And Risen has nailed the first spinner. Oh, Risen wants to spin MCD. You got to be a spin master to spin MCD. Swirling, swirling around. We see Reflex, Zazzy, Mumaguso. Also in the mix too, but Risen has the lead. It's really Risen's race to lose at this point. Two spinners, relatively slow spinners as well. Going to take a few of these bumps. A little bit zigzaggy for Risen, but they've straightened up now. First or penultimate spinner coming through, and oh, hits it. Loses a bit of momentum, but not too that much. One more spinner, and then I think it's just a clean run. If Risen can nail this, they're in a great position. They go straight through, clean as day. And Risen, the lead's only getting bigger. All Risen has to do now, tap it in, finish it. All they have to do, in. Blind Wannabe, Reflex, Nev, Zazzy, closing the pack as well. Maybe some last minute overtakes here as people are swinging side to side, but it looks like it's going to be Blind Wannabe, Reflex, Nev. Some sound effects. Zazzy in the top 5, Mumaguso, Milky Ashes, Dab, Swaggiolo Man 8th on their first try, Jazuar 9th on their first try, and Analog Stone. Here comes everyone else. Here are the slow ones. Here are the slow ones. Norcal, Cryptographer, last to enter, last to finish it seems. There we go. Over the line. Over the line. And a chance to spin. All right, Risen, are you ready? All right. There's only a few prizes left, so the odds are pretty simple, even for my level of mathematics. 3 good prizes to get yourself one of these battle passes or starter packs, or you get timed out. It's time to spin MCD. Round and round and round he goes. You want to avoid yellow. I think you're well clear of yellow. Well clear. We're in starter pack. Not too shabby. I know we're quite deep. We're a bit into season 18, but something to help you on your way. Nice. Juby will reach out with one of those codes in DMs. Ooh. Beginner's luck overrated. I know, right? Already done? Beautiful. Should we do another quick one? I feel like that one didn't actually take that long. I have to start my fantasy changes because if I'm gonna spend ages on it. I'm gonna overthink it, etc., etc. So really need to give myself, you know, a big run up for this. Portal Purgatory. Should we hit Portal Purgatory? That one's not very long though. A 37-second Purgatory, or is that for... That's for record time. Alright, let's hit the Purgatory. What better way to cap off our Saturday afternoon than some level of Purgatory? Oh, let's have a look. Exclamation mark play if you want to play. So if I remember this one, basically what happens is you get to the end, and these little fast-moving bollards, they will catapult you up, and when you get catapulted up, you have to land in. If you don't get catapulted up, you go into the portal, and you get recycled round and you have to go again, right? So it's all about jumping. All about jumping. Fall in before me. First time play. All right. Oh, everyone's names are off. All right. I've joined. 60 seconds on the clock. Another chance to spin MCD's face. And now, the odds are getting slightly worse, actually. 66% chance of getting one of the Ultimate Battle Passes. 33% chance of getting timed out. Good as an F1 commentator. I mean, it's not my first rodeo. It's not my first marble race. 35 seconds. Odds still pretty good. Only 1 in 36 now. Chance to spin the wheel. You mean the odds are getting better? No, because before you had 75% chance of a good prize. Now you have 66% chance of a good prize. Unless you're aiming for the timeout. Gala wants for timeout. Red Eyes wants for timeout. I've misvalued these prizes. Everyone wants for timeout. Scrumper jumps. First time play. 9 seconds. 1 in 39. Here we go. Tunku, few people in. 42. The perfect answer. All right. So really, don't get excited too quickly here. It's all about the jump on the portal, okay? All about the jump on the portal. So for the most part, this first bit is a little bit cosmetic. We're going to go right. We're going to go left. Everyone's going to meet in. Obviously, it's not always nice to have earlier chances, but it's really about how you hit the jump at the end. Also, if you see a ball named Waz, Waz is a ghost ball, essentially. You see Waz here. Waz is very much... this was our previous best time, I think, last time we played that. So you're going to sort of see that one go through. You can see the portal starting to come into play as our first real competitors. There we go. You see Waz has nailed it there. No one's going to beat that time, but Scrumper jumps. Majma 48. Rocky Rocks 96. Straight off the edge, no good. Rocky Rocks 96 is in the air. Can they land it? I don't think they've got enough. Maybe Benny can? Assuming... Oh, no, too far. Wait, Musket? Musket out of nowhere! The perfect landing. Everyone else is stuck in portal purgatory. Trying to find their way through. Only 50 seconds, but Musket... I mean, it wasn't a world record, but it was not too far off at all, really. A very impressive showing from Musket. Pastior, gonna get a second place now. I mean, it's really hard push to get these... To get his top 10 finish. Only 2 finishers, 35 seconds on the clock. Musket's going to win that timeout now. 1 hour 10 into a fantasy deadline as well. Rashima. Oh, I like the look of this one, actually. I was wrong. Wait, me? Yes! Top 3. DeRozan. Are we landing? Are we landing? Are we landing? We're landing! It's clean! Pele Spartan, I think, has gone wide on this one now. Only a few seconds left if we can get a 5th finisher. It doesn't look like it. Just 4 of us. 4 of us with the ability to finish. Musket, significantly quicker than all of us. Look at this time. Yeah, 16 seconds faster than Pastoor. Much faster than me and Dero, but really, top 4. Gotta be happy with that. Alright, Musket. A game of colours. Red is bad, blue is good, yellow is good. So just avoid for red, okay? It's time to spin MCD's face. Round and round and round he goes. Ooh, I think you're okay. I think you're okay. Ah, yeah, easy battle pass. Ultimate battle pass as well. All right, nicely done, Musket. There's part of me that just wants to keep going now because there's only 2 prizes. Should I just finish it? Should we just finish it while we're here? Nice, though, Musket. Congratulations. Just do it? I think so, yeah. We did endurance tests. Is taking flight any good? Let's go community. Alright, we played a few of these. Long, lovely air. Wonderful walk-in ring. Let's do long, lovely air. All right, you guys know the rules. Exclamation mark play if you want to play. It's now 50-50. Timeout. Timeout or Season 18 Ultimate Battle Pass. Get in early. Pulse bomb attempt is wide R jump. You're not wrong, Harold. J with the first time. How do I say that? Ayla J. All right. Going to be putting 60 seconds on the clock. Oh, yeah, there we go. Give a chance for everyone else to come in. What if timeout is the last one left? Do we keep going until someone wins it? Yeah, we're doing 2 more races no matter what. Whether there's a timeout left or whether there's a battle pass left. Get involved if you want to get involved. Let's take a look. Doesn't seem like the craziest course. There's a cannon here. Maybe this is the big difference maker, right? If you go left, you go into this big, slow drop. If you go right, you go into this big, slow drop. If you go through the middle, though, which you sort of have to ping-pong your way up, you get speed boosted into a cannon. And do you just skip the entire thing? The finish line is just a line now. You have to just cross the line through the goalpost, 3 points. All right, 10 seconds. Let's see if anyone can... All right, if anyone goes down the middle, I've got so much respect for their ambition. Blind Wannabe, the last one in. 50, 1 in 50 chance to spin the wheel. Once you spin the wheel, you have a 100% chance of twirling MCD's face and a 50% chance of winning a Season 18 Ultimate Battle Pass. Swirling around, all about going through the middle. All about going through the middle. Seems like I'm in the lead again. Told you it wasn't my first rodeo. Autumn Peachy in the mix as well, but still, it's going to be very swirly for a while as we all come through. Remember, even if you're at the back of a swirl right now, if you find your way down that middle path, it can all change quickly. Autumn with a lead now. Goes right. Anyone going through the middle? No one going through the middle yet. Anyone making it through? Nobody makes it through. Nevs, Benny, Juby. No one? Any last minute overtakes? Bumblebee, Tolma, Wylaw? No, nobody takes... Okay, we're all doing it the old-fashioned way. We're all going through the drop. We're all going to go through the swirls. We're all going to run the spinner gauntlet. Inurch, though, very strong lead. That's Autus. I think I'm saying that right. And Musket again in the mix here. Is Musket just going to keep winning Ultimate Battle Passes? What are they going to do with them all? Inurch still has the lead for now. Boosts coming in. I've definitely fallen towards the back here. Inurch, strong first place. Our front three are still our front three. Dreamhaven is in fourth. Musket takes that corner a little bit wide and will be slowed down. Inurch. No, caught up, set backwards here. Oh, Las Autos. Going forward, going forward. Another speed boost. Master of the spinners. And now a strong lead for Lass. Inurch has now fallen into second. Blind Wannabe has crawled into... Wait, no! They were in third, but they've fallen off the edge. Lass now caught up in the maze. Inurch has made a cleaner run through it. Cryptographer. You'd think they would be better at solving this maze-type problem, but apparently not. Inurch, strong first place. Musket in second. Inurch going to try and take a bit of a speed boost. Not the cleanest one through. Musket as well. Getting speed boosters. Bit more momentum, but Inurch is going to be through first. Musket will be in second. Outrageous from Musket. First place, second place. Cryptographer with a much better finish this time, up in fourth. Ayla J, first time, third place. Dreamhaven, Rocky Rocks 96, It's Me Sims, Milky Ashes. Assaultus, ninth in the end. XE Wild, 10th. Everyone else coming through. Few people stuck in the maze. People trying to crawl their way out. I am still stuck in the maze. Bacon Pancakers, they're out of the maze, but they've gone the wrong way. We've only got 25 seconds, Bacon Pancake. Get it together. Peachy in the maze, out of the maze rather. Bacon Pancake has gone for round 2 of the maze, and this time, much more successful. Final run, 15 seconds. Looks like we're all finishing today. Peachy, a little bit caught up in the spinner. Bacon Pancake can actually overtake if they want. If they go cleanly through it. Oh, Bacon Pancake. Nowhere. Peachy is now going the wrong way. Disaster. Bacon Pancake didn't quite get it over the line in time. Peachy spun backwards. Neither finished in the end. And that means it's time for Inurch to spin the wheel. Okay. You don't need me to tell you the odds here, Inurch. You just got here and barely got in. As long as you're in it, You're in it to win it. All right, so blue is for timeout. Red is the ultimate battle pass. It's time to spin MCD. Round and round and round he goes. He's going to win the battle pass. Can't get rid of this timeout. Congratulations, Inerch. Season 18 Ultimate Battle Pass in your back pocket. Juby will reach out with that one, which means we have one more prize to give away. All prizes must go. So, everyone knows the stakes. I volunteer. No volunteers, Rashima. Everybody wants for timeout. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. All right. Which one haven't we done? Wonderful walking ring. Let's do it. The best prize is left. All right. You know what to do. Exclamation mark play if you want to play. We'll put 60 seconds on the clock, and then we'll get stuck into fantasy. All prizes must go. If you're enjoying this as well, if you're new, I know we got a lot of first-time plays. I've got some big plans in terms of giveaways coming in the future as well. Not just Battle Pass stuff, but we're going to be doing lots of coin giveaways. We're going to be doing some mega skin bundles for the teams, for the official OWCS skins as well. So stay tuned for more news on that. It won't be this weekend. We got stuff to plan, but that is on the horizon. And there'll always be more timeouts if people just want 10 minutes to themselves as well. All right, should we have a little bit of a look at the track? 20 seconds on the clock. All right, seems pretty straightforward. Got to get through that spinner. This is maybe an area to avoid so you don't die. Then nice slow spinner, through these, one big drop, into a cannon, through the goalpost, no problems. And these final two spinners might be a bit of a problem, but let's go back to the start. Beautiful desert-based sky. All right, 43 people in, but only one person can win. The initial swirl comes through. Got hiccups. Not hiccups. Burps. Floro and Rally off at the front, but very much still all to play for. Creeping through, but it's a slow swirl. Seems like Rally does have a narrow lead coming out, but Evil, Stunky, and Benny are right behind. And oh, this is a slow-moving spinner, so it's going to be a bit of a pile-up here. All that early lead for Nort. Slow and steady. A pack of 4 out in front, but another slow. All right. Looks like in the first car, we've got Benny, Rally, Stunky, and Pastor, assuming silence, and Bumblebee sharing one, but sitting on opposite sides, so not too friendly. The rest of these ones are packed, though. These ones are all filled out. You can see Juby's pineapple in there. Looks like everyone is still very much in this. You just got to be careful coming out this end. You have to, obviously, avoid this spinner thing so you don't get booped off the edge. So, just go straight through. No problems. First cart coming up now. Our group of 4. Benny through first. Everyone through successfully. Assuming silence, Bumblebee, Reflex. Everyone going through. Bit of a stop there, but all okay. Everyone else getting through. Benny still with a strong lead. Looks like everyone's done a pretty good job of getting through this, actually. Not too much hassle at all. Whoa! That was meant to be the scary bit, not this bit. People are falling off here. Reflex, Moonymans, Pastor, an Arabic name that I can't read, and plenty more off the end as well. Meanwhile, Benny has actually lost their lead to Assuming Silence, who has made a pretty clean run through these bumpers. Benny's still in second place, and Stunky, Bumblebee, Musket. Musket's going to take a little hop. Oh, actually stuck there now. Musket's maybe out of this front running now. It's Assuming Silence, but it's all about the spinner. Evil Stunky with a little bit more pace actually gets into the carousel a run before Bumblebee and Assuming Silence. They're hot on Evil Stunky's heels, but this bit is a bit of a nightmare to get out of. Not for Stunky, though, apparently. Not for anyone, apparently. I oversold how difficult that was. And everyone's just flown through this. Evil Stunky now coming into the lead. The spinners, though. Evil Stunky caught on one. Bumblebee, Assuming Silence. Stunky is through first. Stunky through the goalpost. Assuming Silence in second. Bumblebee has been all caught up by this. Musket is going to get third? Who finishes first, second, third? 3 races in a row. But good news for everyone else, they're getting worse. But congratulations to Evil Stunky. Assuming silence, hard fought race actually. Musket in the mix, Benny was in the mix the whole way as well. Autumn in 5th, Bumblebee eventually 6th after being in the front pack for a while. XE Wild in 7th, Druggis in 8th. Rally DX after an early lead in 9th still. And Lizard, I'm going to say XXIX. Obviously it's it's Roman numerals, but what is it? I don't know what that number will be. All right, here we go. Baby Eagle Drew. Are we getting through? There's 9 seconds. There's 9 seconds. Come on. Come on, into the cannon. 4, 3. We did it. Nice. Evil Stunky. You were playing Overwatch on your other monitor? Well, you've won the chance to spin MCD. It was a pretty tight one at the end. Look at that. Fractions of a second in it between Stunky and Silence. Which means now you get to spin the wheel. Sharp intake of breath as we spin MCD for one final time. Round and round and round he goes. Where it stops, there's no way of knowing. Oh, they've got the timeout! They've got the timeout! Timeout is the new battle pass, right? Exactly. All these mugs. All these mugs with their battle passes. Evil Stunky has got something that you can't get in Overwatch. Peace and quiet. Unbelievable that in total we must have given away like 20 odd codes and the timeout was the last prize. What are the chances? All right. That's okay. Thank you everyone for playing. Like I said, more giveaways on the horizon in future weeks. That's the end of our giveaways for this weekend. But we'll have more giveaways, bigger and better giveaways as well. There's going to be so much stuff to exclamation mark play for. But what we need to do now is we've got 57 minutes to figure out what I do with my fantasy. Of course, Sazzy, no problem. How do I transfer on fantasy? Well, I'll show you now because I need to go do mine as well. So you go to OWTV, you click on fantasy. You log in. Don't look at my password. And then whichever player you want to place, you can click remove. Now it'll take them out of a roster, and then you select the new player from the list, and it will say you can add them here as well. So this is my current fantasy team. This team scored me kind of okay last week. If I show you the leaderboard, I'm like 405th, joint 405th with Derazan and Incendiary, Trueblade. Quite a few people actually. Rhino, King of Ilios. I'm hoping Rhino, King of everything. So what we need to do with this as well is we need to factor in. Need to factor in the fixtures. Oh, now I have got hiccups. Factor in the fixtures. I have 2 transfers out of 3. Any transfers beyond that are minus 25, which is really hard to justify. Let me just close marbles while we're out of it. Whoa! Thank you, Chrissy, for the 17 months. You ready to lock in for fantasy? Have you done your changes, Chris? You think Skylar's a bank in this week? Should we look? Okay, let's orientate ourselves in terms of fixtures. Also, if you haven't seen on OWTV, we have done our first community spotlight to put a little bit of shine on the documentary that OBS Sojourn Productions, obviously, as you can imagine, ran by OBS Sojourn and her team have put together. a feature-length documentary on Top Dragon chronicling his entire career. From a 13-year-old who was battling it out in various academy teams in Korea, to playing in almost every region in the world. I think everywhere except for South America maybe he's played, which is why they obviously call him Mr. Worldwide. So let's get NA and EMEA open. Yeah, but go check that out. You can find out a little bit more information as well on our homepage. It'll take you, explain it a little bit, tell you some of the people involved, and you can obviously watch the entire thing. So production value is actually insane on that one. So check out that if you have a bit of time or you want something to watch or you want to know more about Top Dragon. For now, though, it's time to look at the matches. Okay, so what we're working with in North America is not too much, really. There's loads of really one-sided games. So it means people like Rhino, people like Sugar Free for me. These guys are bankers, right? These guys aren't going anywhere. Over in EMEA, there are some doubles to make use of, but it's Gen G and Quick Esports. So, do you really want any of those players? No, sorry to say, Fix, it's still a rerun. Let me do these ones first, Druggis, or we'll run out of time. You know how it can be. So, I don't know if any of these doubles are really that worth it, you know? The Vision players actually look pretty good value against the good guys. So maybe I don't need to do anything with Choi. Scuffed, on the other hand, Scuffed is going to be playing playing Team Liquid. So we need to get Scuffed out of here right away. We cannot get rid of Scuffed quickly enough. Yeah, don't worry, Elva. We've still got all of EMEA and North America to watch. We're going to be live for at least, like, 7 more hours. Maybe, probably even closer to 8. Do not worry. You want the drops? You can get some drops. Don't exclamation mark end stream. We need to get Elva the drops. Okay, so my plan is to get rid of Scuffed, obviously. And that gives me 17 in the bank. But I can't really get anyone good for 17. So even though I think Landon's going to score well this week against Quick Esports, there's a chance it's a really fast game. And the quicker the game, the less chance there is to get kills, points, damage, everything like that. So I think this could maybe actually be not a huge scorer. So I want to make a change, but I want to make a change that I'm also happy with for week 3. Week 3, TM is probably reasonable. VP versus Alcacia is like a little bit, could go either way. Maybe everyone will score okay. I'm 405 on the leaderboard right now. You weren't able to get rid of Scuffed? Oh no, Bajerky B. Kellex? See, what I was thinking is maybe get Vega in. Because even though, you know, obviously he's going to play versus Extinction this week, and cool, should be locked points. And then Team Liquid have a tough game against SSG, but I think Team Liquid are going to win that game. Unless your name is Chris and you're watching this, in which case, I don't think that at all. I think you're going to win, Chrissy. But I think Team Liquid will score well. Vega's going to play a load of Wu Yang, which should, in theory, be pretty good scoring. So maybe there's an opportunity there. And then once I have Vega in as well, he's going to play versus Team Z, he's going to play versus GK, he's going to play versus Dildux. Can maybe just keep Vega the entire time. The total budget, if I get rid of Landon as well, is 41 I'm working with. How much is UV? UV is quite expensive. Where is he? 23. Yeah, so, I mean, I think UV's going to score well. Again, you got to bear in mind, one thing that's quite nice about UV, actually, is because they play all this Lucio Wu Yang as well, I think, actually, like, UV probably, and this is just a guess, I've not actually checked the numbers, but I presume UV would get more healing as well than other Wu Yangs that are playing with, like, a Kirika or an Ana more commonly. UV Skyle? It depends. It's all about the combination, right? I think I'm fairly set on it's the supports that need to change, and then Choi needs to change the week after. But it's also whether I want to try and leave a bit of money in the bank so I can change Choi to someone a bit better than a 19 DPS. So if I look at the DPS, Oh, actually, no, maybe it doesn't matter. Because for week 3, if you haven't seen already in week 3, there's a big double. Sakura are playing Extinction and Dildux, which could just be point farm. So it's really possible I just get Zomba in for this, and Zomba is the same price as Choi at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Zomba 19 as well. So that could just be Choi for Zomba, like for like. We're going to get nerfed before week 3. There is a patch, but I don't know how much they're going to change it. So I could do... So I could do something where it's like, let me go to support again. I do Vega. And then I've got 20 left. Who could 20 be? It could just be CJ, but I kind of want to get rid of SSG players in week 3, potentially, anyway. I don't know who I'd want for week 3. I mean, I could just get Z for week 3, right? Because I imagine they won't be too expensive. Yeah, 18. Really reasonable. So I could really double dip Sakura in week 3 if I do this. If I did. But it's who do I want in the meantime? I've got 20. Can't quite get Gala. I could get Violet. Let me think about this. If I do this, and then this becomes... In week 3, this becomes Zomba. And then in this week, this becomes Z. Do Nightmare have a tough game in week 3 as well? Yeah, Nightmare play GK. Maybe that's not too bad. Fixer is nice at 20, potential for appreciation, and helps you set up for the double week towards the end of the stage. That's a good shout. Because I feel like what I've just described of going double vision into double Sakura, I'm just setting myself up to max out the doubles, right? Some people are saying Skyle as well. Is Skyle just... He scored more than Violet last week, right? What did he get? Oh, he's got an old one in there. So he got 22 and then he got 10.5. And Violet got 24 and then 2.5. So let's see. Skyle scored slightly worse against Genji, but much better against Alcadzia. So is Skyle just the better version here? And then how much is Z? 18. So yeah, Skyle to Z could really work, couldn't it? And that's my 2 transfers, right? Yeah, just Vega and Skyle. And then I'm kind of all in on Vision winning, but they should be pretty strong favourites for that. And then that means I get Skyle, Choi, and then I'll have 2 budget left over as well. Ignores that Skyle played Wu Yang last week, but that might be Violet this week. Yeah, I can't... What did he say? Let me go to YouTube. Let me find... Let me use OWTV. OWTV, the #1 source for all the information you need. Where is it? Long-term experience. New Swedish players on the scene. Sky's experience with Team Vision. Playing with Violet, Choi, Animo. How Animo differs from other coaches. Looking back at week 1 results. Team Vision's expectations. Adaptations going forward, maybe?
Yeah, totally see. Okay, so d'accord. That's how you will describe the Team Vision. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
interesting to know. What would you need to actually make it, would you say? Make it into the top 3, of course.
Ooh. I mean, I don't think we have to do anything special. Like we're by far the newest team outside of like in the top 6.
Yeah.
There's no Tama and the Koreans were together, but me and Cookie are completely new. I think we when we joined, it kind of changed the whole dynamic of the team. I think if we just keep playing and there's not like an outrageous patch that like really counters Monkey or really buffs something stupid, that really counters us, then I think for sure we should be able to just play our game, and if we become good enough, we can maybe get a top 3 spot.
Okay. Well, excited to see how it will go.
Where did he say it? Does anyone remember
What
specifically?
do you,
I can't
I've been the
remember.
Wuyang player for.
Oh, wait.
how do you
He's
see?
super fun. I've been the Wuyang player for this first week. I think we're gonna experiment and change it around for this next week. But I think his design is super fun. I think he's just slightly overtuned. Like maybe his like projectile is too big.
He doesn't give
or
anything
like
away, does
damages
he?
a bit too much.
Mhm.
But like when you're playing him, he's like it feels really nice. It's all abilities feel fun. He's by far one of the like best additions they've done in Overwatch 2.
Okay, what would you say
Ooh.
is important to be a good Wuyang?
I think understanding how far you can.
Kinda.
Yes, exactly. Like slippery. Like we
Congrats on getting YouTube featured. Yeah, I don't really know what that is either, Zephyr. I guess it's nice. Ooh. So obviously the nice thing about having Skyle and Wuyang is Violet can go between Kiriko and Lucio if they need it, but in reality, are people really playing that much Wuyang Lucio except for Geek? You think it'll be a 3-0 stomp anyways and it won't make a huge difference? I guess do I need to plan it out further, right? So let's run the numbers. So let's say I commit to Skyle and Choi. And then I do Z comes in. So this is my week 3 roster I'm pretending to make now. I get Zomba in. Oh, I've got it on supports. I get Zomba in. I'm gonna get rid of Choi. There we go. But then the question becomes, if I have this roster here, what does my week 4 look like? Sakura play Nightmare. Go. Sakura play Nightmare. Team Liquid, SSG Nightmare. It's actually an all-American team as well. Sakura Nightmare. SSG play Dildux, which is really fine. Team Liquid play Team Z, which is really fine. Yeah, you get 2 transfers every week. Black thinks Nightmare will win. Yeah, well, my question is, then do I just ship out both Sakura players? And then if I ship out both Sakura players, who should I get in instead? A Twisted Minds player? Twisted Minds have a VP and then Anomaly. So it's kind of like, one okay double. It's like an okay double, isn't it? It should be like one really tough game, one alright game. Yeah, so simple does seem, it just depends just for math checkout. Because I'll have 2 in the bank. So if I was to do this, and then I was to go put simple in, my DPS, I need a 17 cost DPS. That's where it sort of becomes a little bit like, is that possible? Is that possible? Yeah, would I need to go cheaper? Every DPS under 18 is buns. Bun mentioned. Who else has like a nice game? Maybe Genji. Maybe this game is okay. Like maybe could I get a Zodial or something maybe? How much is Zodial? Show me Genji. 18? Fuck, not quite. You think get Astro instead of Simple? He's 1 cheaper, so would that would make this work, right? And then I'd have Zodial, but then I kind of feel like I'm just stuck on Zodial instead, because then he plays TM next week, then he plays Alcacia, so I'd really have to get rid of Zodial afterwards. Is there anyone else who has a nice week 4, week 5? Like TM is really nice, but they'll be too expensive. Vision have Quick, and then they have Peps. Oh wait, that's kind of good, no? Wait, just vision into Peps? Sorry, quick into Peps? So actually I could go back to a vision player. If I just get rid of my vision player here, I go back into vision players here, right? Get Choi and Violet again? Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is it worth just getting them both back in? Because they have that... I mean, maybe not both of them, but they at least have good fixtures. Have to bear in mind they got VP on the last week, right? So that'd be like a get rid for that. But then I could potentially... Can I afford Choi in? If you've got that Chop Apple, if you just hit reset roster, you'd have to do all of your changes again, but that should sort it out. Unless you press submit. If you press submit is like super final. So only press submit once you are absolutely sure. But if you've not pressed submit yet, you should just be able to reset roster and get back to your normal. What if I don't want Astro? What if I just go like Skyle here? And then I can get 21 DPS. It doesn't open up loads of options, really, does it? Maybe Seeker? Who does Seeker play week 4 and 5? Sakura then Team Z. It's not awful, right? Was Seeker a big point scorer in this first one? Which ones are... yeah, these ones, right? 7.5 and 8. Yeah, he kind of scores a bit rubbish, doesn't he? I know they lost both of those games, so maybe that's like that. Peps have tough games only. If you swap Lenny for Tree or Checkmate this week, you'll have much more ability. Yeah, but the problem is... the problem is then I'm stuck with Landon instead, you know? Like, one of my... Because I think I've kind of made the same decision, right? If I want to offload one of my expensive assets so I can sort of balance the money a little bit better. But I think I'd rather get rid of Landon than get rid of Sugar Free. EMEA starts in 35 minutes. Get them both out. I could also, like, not get crazy about having to plan everything out perfectly and just sort of play it by ear. Because maybe there'll be a patch change and stuff. Maybe if hit scan becomes really back, maybe even like certain players like Zorro and that become quite available. King and Vision did score well, to be fair. But Extinct should have GK and then SSG. Nah, yeah, that's ugly. Maybe if a player's price is changing and future plans don't work. I mean, it can go both ways, doesn't it? It either helps me or it hurts me. Either I gain money and then loads of things are more possible, or I lose money. How did FPL go today? I didn't look. I saw that I did alright in the Arsenal game. Let's see. Goalless at Everton, goalless at Palace, Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1. Let's have a goose. Alright, so this is my main team. It looks like I've got decent points of Gykorez, Tarkowski, decent. Sells, not great. My goalkeepers might be soft fucked now because Nottingham Forest are just going to concede a billion goals. Grealish, 2 points. Ndoye, 2 points, but he was on my bench anyway. So I think I'm in an alright position, you know? I've done alright out of this. I was going to have Gykorez captain. I swapped to Haaland, so maybe that seems like that gamble might pay off now. so maybe that's okay. Draft-wise, yeah, I'm a Manchester United fan, of course. Draft-wise, I think Calafiori got 5 points. That's really fine. For defender, Henderson got 6 points. But yeah, Cliver and Doy, Beto. I mean, it looks like there was just no fucking goals today, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 teams didn't score today. So I don't think I've done crazy, but like a week like this so far, it's for defenders scoring the points, right? I don't know if anyone's going to get any bonus points. Let's see, bonus points. Pope, Trippier, Watermende. Bonus points. Basie, Anderson. Yes, all defenders and goalkeepers and stuff getting it. Bonus points, Tarkowski. Oh, so there are more points to come from him. Garner, O'Brien. LaCroix, Richards, Roofs. Mukiele. Semenya got all the bonus points there. Scott. And then Minter with one as well. I don't think many people will. Semenya has actually been such a good asset to have. I almost started with Semenya on my team, but yeah, that was a few iterations before my final one. Zubamendi, Timber, Gabriel, Mosquera with the bonus points. Geico just outside bonus points, which is a bit of a shame. But he did get a goal at least. I planned 4 weeks ahead, but everything hangs on week 3. Seed Nakura to win both games, and Vision needs to win against TM. I don't know. To be honest, Sakura winning both their games is, I think, a lot of people are going to bank on that. Vision needing to win against TM, that's like you're in big ask there. So, all right. I don't think anything spectacular out of fantasy so far. Out of my FPL. Did you finish your roster? No, I was deep in theory crafting, and then I got inevitably distracted by FPL. Just ping-ponging between different fantasy fantasy competitions. Do you have an FPL league? Yes. Oh, wait. Let me close it now. We have an uncoachable one. Where are we going? Leagues, uncoachable. You can join it if you want. Let's see. Import people to join the league. Copy auto join link. I'll put it in chat if anyone wants it. Yeah, but feel free to join. Currently, Declan is the best. Obviously, that's not including today's scores. I am 40th? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Where's Chrissy? There he is. 12th? Respectable. Respectable 12. All right. All right, where am I going? What was my... I was trying to figure out week... Is this week 4 I'm trying to figure out? Yeah, week 4 and I was getting kind of vision pilled, wasn't I? If I go Skyle... Are there any good doubles on game week 5 that I should be targeting? Geeko have got a kind of ugly double. Z have an ugly double. No, any I think it's week 6 where you want Team Liquid, right? Team Liquid have an incredible double on week 6. And VP have a pretty, like a really good looking double. So you want VP and Team Liquid assets by the end of it. But I don't know if that actually sets me up to get that without gaining money. Like 21 is really hard, right? Like Choi probably ends up actually being the best out of that, but I don't know if it's really worth it. But if I could get to 22, you know, if I could gain a point, then I could maybe even drop like a Psycho. Or I could drop Tree actually, couldn't I? Oh yeah, imagine if I could get to 22 and I could drop Tree. Oh, didn't add it. Because then that's like a tasty looking team, right? Yeah, price changes every week. There's no set number of price changes. It all depends on how the performance actually goes. But yeah, each Wednesday is the plan. We were a little bit slow with the turnover last week, but that's the plan going forward. Fixer is one less than Vega. Was Fixer on Wu Yang for whole time last time, or was it Gala? Can't remember now. Let's look at VP. Yeah, Gala scored slightly better. But Fixer didn't score. It's like a 4-point difference for a 1 cost difference. The entire fantasy plan revolves around trying to gain the prices. You basically like you're broke and you're hoping you get a price a price change to bail you out of it. Many such cases. Because then if I have that, depending on transfers as well, one thing I could do for the VP double is change Sugar-Free to Kevster. I don't know if there's a sweet spot to change Sugar-Free to Kevster. And actually week 6, if I can go Sugar-Free to Kev, then that's really cool, right? That's really cool. If I can go Sugar-Free to Kev and then hit the VP double. If I can find a way to have... Oh, I need to crank that up. You know, like, oh, fuck, I get... Who Division play on the final week? VP? Fuck. Maybe Skyle might need to die. And who do Nightmare play? Extinction? Oh, no, that's really okay, you know. Honestly, Rhino I might just keep, right? Because the only bad... Because they had that difficult opening double and he did alright. As long as his heroes stay relevant, it's only week 3 where he feels a little bit rubbish. And then he's just fine for the rest of it. Yeah, so... Because then if I have that... Imagine if I have this team and Team Liquid have a double and Kevs have a double. Imagine having this team final week, you know? Alright, so... If we rewind back... This week, it's still just for support stat change, right? It's still just... And I think part of it does involve getting Vega in, right? Because then Vega can just be a keeper. And it's just this Skyle versus Violet thing, isn't it? Skyle versus Violet. I could go a slightly different way, I guess, maybe. Is there anyone else who's... I don't know if there's anyone else who's affordable, right? It'd be like have to be a 20 cost. I go CJ, but I want to get rid of him next week. Could go Squid. Squid's... Where's Squid's game? Oh yeah, Squid have GK as well, so Squid I'd probably want to get rid of as well. Yeah, none of those feel particularly great, do they? Guile farms points. It's a proper 50-50 fucking decision, isn't it? I mean, I could go like curveball and get Squid against the Ducks. Because if I'm going to sell this person and they're going to become Z anyway, does it make much difference? You know, like the person I'm signing for support is going to get dumped next week anyway. So it's kind of a one-off decision. I got Squid this week. How many maps rather, sorry, did Squid play last week? Does anyone, I don't suppose if anyone remembers off the top of their head. Wait, I can use OWTV for this. Let's see, results. Let's just go to the region, actually. NA. Nightmare. Let's open up both games. And then Team Liquid. Right, map 1, Squid. Map 2, no Squid. Map 3, Squid. So 2 maps against Liquid. 1, 2, 3, 4 against SSG. Hey, Cosm. So I guess the question is Squid against the Ducks better? Is Squid against the Ducks better than Violet or Skyle versus Anomaly? That's essentially the That's essentially the question, right? How long have I got? 20 odd minutes, and all 3 seem pretty viable. This is just it's just a pick one type situation, isn't it? Kind of just pick one. Surely it's more likely that Skyle and Violet. I mean, yeah, it's true that Skyle and Violet are guaranteed. They're just going to play however many maps there are. They're going to play that many maps. Maybe just change it up and get in Frothy Philly instead. You think it has to be Skyle? Oh, FF7. I have a question. I don't know if you have ever got caught. Thanks, unexpected murder. No. Violet or Skyle? Yeah, I think the fact that they're guaranteed to play is enough reason to put Violet and Skyle above Squid. Yeah, you're right. It's either a price increase or who will score the most points. But to be honest, I mean, obviously, if they go up in price, that's great. But I don't need them to go up in price either, you know? My plan for week 3, everything sort of functions without it. FD God is the secret pick? What? FD God against TM, that's the secret pick. You can keep your secrets if that's your secrets. You keep that one to yourself. Can never have too much money. I mean, the thing is, though, the person whose price is most likely to go up out of Skyle and Violet is probably the one who scores the most points as well, right? Like, it is going to be like a double win or a double loss. Obviously, Skyle costs less, and that makes it... Maybe it is just Skyle. Maybe Skyle is just the better option. Violet farms until he gets tilted. Violet scored more in a game that they won. Yeah, I mean, like, because if I look at these stats, Violet did egregiously feed, right? Like, if I look at Violet's stats, where are we going? Big Vision. Al could see it. Like, if I look at these stats map to map, and I go, Violet was 17 and 9. I guess he's still got the most deaths on his team. Sky only had 5. And then I go map 2. Skyle 12, Violet 13. Ugh, lots of deaths all round, really. And then map 3. Skyle does just... He dies less. He's cheaper. Let me look at the roll as well. Just to keep interrogating the data. Skyle 12 and 3. Violet... I mean, this is the one, right? This is where Violet gets the difference. Because Skyle's still not dying a lot. But Violet is just popping off. Like 25 fucking limbs. That was the 8k game, if you remember that one. 15 and 3. Yeah, kind of popping off a little bit. Not too much, but yeah, popping off a little bit. Yeah, I think it's Skyle, actually. I think it's Skyle. Get Crispy. Crispy 10 points. Minus 2.5, 0.5. How did Crispy do, considering they had 2 games? People keep saying Crispy is the pick, you know, but I don't know if I'm... Oh no, they only had 1 game, sorry. They have 2 games this week. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the Crisp. Yeah, fuck it. It's just this then, right? Skyle, Choi, Sugar-Free, Vega, Rhino. Submit. Submit, grab a drink, and get ready for the first games. Sounds like a plan to me. Let me just check I've not done anything stupid. 2 in the bank, happy with that. Predictions are up. Roster is submitted. Success. Yeah, the fact that I can keep... Yeah, because there was an option where I replaced Sugar-Free with somebody else and then kept Landon for another week. Which maybe also would have been fine. Ah, you know when you have a fort right after you do the thing? Maybe if I just swapped Sugar-Free to Kev right now, would that have been better? It's such sod's law, right? That I think of an alternate plan 2 seconds after I press the submit button. Would it have been better? 1. Yeah, I mean, VP still have a couple of tough games, so maybe it's not like... Maybe it's kind of just the same. It would have just been nicer to queue up it. I think... But then I would have just had Landon, right? And then I would have been able to having to get rid of Landon anyway, so maybe it doesn't actually make too much difference. Yeah, there's obviously a world where it does work out and that was the better choice, but we're in like 50-50 territory, you know? So I'm not too worried. All right, so I'm locking it in. All right, I'm grabbing a drink, and then we can start getting ready. We're only 15 minutes out from the start of EMEA, so get everything you need. Make sure you've got whatever food you want, drinks, everything like that. And we'll get it going. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We all ready? I've got myself a Pepsi and some cookies. The wife went to Costco today, so we have the most food you've ever seen. Do I need my light on? Is it too dark? I think it's okay. Ooh, what should we do? Get the clean feed up? Makes sense, doesn't it? Let me do that button. That one? Oh, wait. That's the limber way. MTD's face, the limber way. Cool. Beautiful. Might be cooked, but you went for the Genji double dip? Wait, in what form, Juby? Who'd you get? You double dipped in Zodial? He went down this week, didn't he? You double dipped? Zodial and Crispy? It's a swing, Juby. I'll give you that. It's a swing. Juby is addicted to gambling. Absolutely addicted. Zodial and Backbone here? Fuck me. Oh my god. Alright, people are believers. Genji believer. God damn. Everyone's gonna look so silly when Genji clown. Hey, Angel Cake. Drops for all. Yeah, we're gonna be online for a while, so it is the place to get your drops. You're not buying for VP hype? Mincy leaves, you are passing up a golden opportunity. Rhino checkers, Ramon Leps, CJ. That's pretty good. Yeah, in many ways, I think it's easy to know who will score well this week. Like, if you look at the, we go matches, EMEA, North America. Like, if you look at all these fixtures, right, it feels relatively obvious who's going to win all of these games. You know, like TM win, Alcad win, BP win, Geek win, Liquid win, Vision win, Genji win, SSG win, Nightmare win. In many ways, it's really scary that we're in a... How many games is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's 9 times 3? 27? It could be a 27-0 week in the West. Rhino choice, scissors, simple CJ, easy. Easy, you think? You must have money in the bank left with that team as well, right? That's not that crazy. That's a pretty cheap team. I have Rhino, Checkers, Choi, Landon, Vega. I like that team a lot. That's a really class... That's a really good team, Westy. Can we financially... Can we get an exclamation mark financial investigation? Can we check Westy's finances? How has he afforded that team? And an extra $4? No, that's it. Somebody investigate this immediately. Moving like Chelsea? Yeah, like how's... You have Crocs, Checkers, Zomba, Landon, CJ. Oh, the Crocs one is the scary one, but you are set up nicely. Thank you, Hez, for the first time kissing Sonic and Shadow. Thank you. Whose emotes are those? Who is Connor and why is everyone kissing? Hi, Sinixel. IRS, it's the one over here. Why has no one got Tama? I mean, I thought Tama was a big scorer, right? I think the only reason I wasn't considering Tama is because I think I think Rhino is a lifer for me. Maybe I sell Rhino at playoffs. Unfortunately, VP in my language is toilet paper. Tama, Tree, Seeker, CJ, Squid. Okay. I'm interested to see how Seeker does, because Seeker didn't score very well last week, but his team also didn't do very well. They lost both games, both 3-1. So Seeker didn't score great last week, but if Seeker scores well, there's maybe I'm gonna get back on the Seeker train. Is Zodiac over Troy a hot take? Yeah, maybe not too bad. It's not. I don't think it's crazy because they have the double and the second half of that double is against Quick Esports. As long as Genji don't completely implode, it should be all right. You think your fiance is going to do better than you? Tama, Scissors, Checkers, Violet, CJ. Yeah, that's pretty good. The Tama ones. What are the? Let's look at the Vision slate or a Vision. Vision. Yeah, it's really quite good because I was considering week 4. I think I might go back to Vision, like around here when they have Quick and then they have where is it? This one, they have Vision. Yeah, they have Quick and then they have Peps, so it could be 2 nice ones. To be fair, I feel like that Peps Vision game could actually be really close. I'm pretty hopeful for Peps. We'll get a look at them very soon against Twisted Minds. Predictions open. Where? There. If you want to get your money in. I had Rhino and Scissors week 1 and got Vega in before the changes. Oh, shit. You were fully min-maxed. Yeah, because when I got Vega just then, it would have been after the price change. Because I think my original plan was, if it wasn't for that price change, what I could have done is this could have just been like Vega Gala or something, you know? And then if I have Vega Gala as my backline, fuck it, I'm never changing, you know? I just keep my backline all season long. And then I maybe go to like a Kev plus like Psycho or something if I could have got it. But the price change kind of screwed that plan, you know? Where can we see the price changes? If you follow the OWTV Twitter, I can post it in chat. But yeah, follow this Twitter, and there'll be a post every week around Wednesday when the price changes happen. Obviously, we got a lot of content coming out, so tune in for the content. But there'll be a post, something like this, with all the price changes. Should I promote it? How much will it cost for me to promote this now? An egregious amount, right? But yeah, if you follow this Twitter account, that's where all the updates will be, and that's where you can get all your information on that type of stuff. Ooh, I should join voice as well. Am I still knocked with Max? Yeah, we're still knocked up. Could you make a Discord in the channel in the Discord for price changes? Yeah, let me write it down in moderation. When we go in, I'll just do it now. Okay, nice. Thanks, Juby. Yeah, just something that's like, I guess like an announcement or like a fantasy announcements channel. Prices? Yeah, we're all playing Overwatch Fantasy, where you get a budget and you pick a team of players and then they score your points based on their actual performance in the OWCS games. And then you can buy and sell players each week. So people's price goes up and down based on performance. So, you know, you could buy a player at, like, I bought Rhino at 15, but he's now worth 17. So if I sell Rhino, I've made 2 essentially. I've made 2 budget. Should be on the fantasy website as well. I agree, yeah. The fantasy website kind of took a big back seat. The same person who made the fantasy website also made us OWTV. So it kind of took like a bit of a back seat. But no, I think that's a reasonable thing as well. How much was Rhino before? 15 at the start of the season. So if you got in at Rhino early, big win. Obviously, the nature of all these players, like the Rhinos, the Scissors, the Squids, there's always a little bit of what comps are the teams playing. Do these players who are normally bit part players, do they actually become... do they continue to feature in the roster regularly? I need to stop at me. So I feel like that's like one thing to keep an eye on. I'm confident Rhino's going to keep playing. I'm confident in that one. Maybe a little bit more worried about some of the others. Depending on his further increase, I might even keep Rhino. You're on 104 budget right now. What am I on? Let me do the math. 21 plus 19 is 40. Look, I'm just going to get a calculator out. I've been streaming too long today. 17. Wait, does it just tell me up the top? No. Alright, 17 plus 25 plus 19 plus 21 plus 18. 100 plus the 2 I've got. So 102 is mine right now. Yeah, I'm using exactly 100. I got 2 in the bank. Do you think Vision can beat TM? I think it's close. Like Vision's win last week. I feel like there's a question of comprehensively beat Gen G, right? Is this because Vision are actually really good? Is this because Gen G are actually not that good at all? Vision have talked a lot in their interviews. I think Tamara and Skylar both talked about it. And ultimately, their goals are actually, you know, make top 3. Can they get a land spot out of it? But that's a big ask. That's a big ask with the top 3 in EMEA. So, I don't know. Twisted Minds and... Twisted Minds are probably the most reachable in the current meta, I think. Price changes are Wednesday. Normally kind of late on a Wednesday. I'll get it sort of finalized and publicized and try and make it a bit more, what would you call it? A bit easier to see. New overlays this stage are much nicer. Yeah, I really prefer them. Feels a lot cleaner. I know there was a lot of like broadcast issues last week. Like nothing major, but just a little bit. This bit doesn't work, that bit doesn't work, everything like that, you know? Or like people just pressing the wrong buttons and stuff. So hoping it's smoother this week, really. Hoping it's smoother. Oh, thank you Perplexing4 for the 18 months. Wait, 8 months, sorry. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Power Puika.
9 greatest months of my life.
I'm glad to hear. Very clean, but is it worth not having the sound? I'm hoping it sounds like a reasonable volume now. So I'm hoping we've solved the can't hear things. The voice line's another question, because last week we didn't really have voice lines. And there was some talk about, is it a bug? Is it something like this? Oh, thank you, Fat Fab Easy Clap.
Clap.
That was 7 months. Clap, clap. Is DHL the first official sponsor for OWCS? I want to say yes, actually. I want to say yes. It's been a while coming, right? I know DHL have sponsored a lot of Counter-Strike events in the past, but nice to... nice to get some money coming through the door, right? If you're Overwatch Esports. Nice to have an income, isn't it? I know, like, WDG and have had plenty of sponsors and stuff like that. Yeah, like, WDG have had sponsors, but not the West. Thank you, many days late. Continuing, never to be $1 short. Oh, I guess Esports World Cup did, right? Esports World Cup did, but that feels like a separate thing. Did we have Porsche in Dallas? Oh, yeah, because we were doing all the bits about whether... whether Jumpin was going to win a Porsche, right? Do you think Jumpin ever got his Porsche? I don't think he got his Porsche, guys. That guy still walks to the office. He won the watch? Yeah. Yeah, well, what you really want is the... You want to win... You want to win the Porsche. Alright, TM going to send us to Lijiang Tower. Let's hit us off with a Wu Yang ban to begin with. Cast ban in response. Obviously, Quartz still sticking to the hit scan as much as possible. I'd really like this new Peps team, though. I've said it before. I said it on the podcast as well. But I think Willis, Dip, Zorro, this is like a... This is a team of potential. A team that have taken some of the best bits of some of the lowest performing rosters in OWCS this year. But the best bits, I think there's something there, you know? I think Zerion, FD God, a pretty middle of the table backline. But I don't know. I can get behind it. Oh yeah, you're right, BS Lights. If you missed the OWTV interviews, Peps have set their sights. They want to finish top 3. They want to take one of those spots. And Twisted Minds, Astro's exact words were, "We'll be very, very sad if we lose to Peps." I don't think TM can picture a world where they don't beat Peps today. But we'll see if we live in that world. KSA is in the lineup as well.
Hello, mate.
Hey, hey.
Wow, TVNT heads in absolute shambles. Turns out TVNT loses one singular series, and it does once again go back to TVNT was killed. 8, 7, 6, 5. We're in the weeds now. 4, 3.
It just works. It just works. Never in doubt.
It better work, and we're
And
paused as well.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
they were waiting for us. They
Mid-quad
got
press to
scared
go
of the
big.
numbers as well.
Yeah, I mean those are very scary numbers.
Those observers
Chris
were about
said-
to finish.
Chris said, "Keep going." No, well, this is my favorite homophobic Moira player. Like,
Oh, that Chris.
morning, Chrissy. No. I'd say, you know, had you right up until I said Moira player, right? Like it was so close to being our mate, and then just dashed at the 11th hour.
Homophobic, yep. Nodding along, yep. Oh, Moira player. I mean, to be fair, Chris also slams Moira in ranked as well. So it's actually, the more I think about it, the more open it actually is.
This Chris shit on SSG is so hard. Dude, when I told that Max guy that he could come to our scrims and like 2 days in, Seeker keeps talking to Max and he's not talking to me, I told that guy never to show up ever again. It's like, you can just put it on your
Hey,
resume,
what
stop
Max
coming.
guy?
It's just pissing me off. It's like friend of the team, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
He wanted some like CV padding, so he's like, can I be like an analyst for the team? And he was like showing up. And it was like anytime anyone would talk to him, it would just piss me off because it's like, you know, he wasn't really like doing a whole lot. And like, he's just got my name, you know, like there can only be one Max in the room.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here. There's 6 people in a voice channel. It goes up to 7, and I need to hear my name addressing someone other than me. Like, this is just not worth it. Like, get out of here, dude. 6-7, yeah. That wasn't even intentional. Insane. Just happens. Just fucking happens.
Did the guy on the right have a nose job? No. I can officially announce it's a no nose job, Matt.
Sway with the first time 6-7. Welcome, Sway. I was thinking, I actually really want to watch back this cast because I need to hear the Morello x Kevin dynamic, you know? Like, I rarely watch a main broadcast cast, but I feel like this one right here is something special. Minus Uber plus Kev, like, this will be the duo for the ages.
If you told me we were playing fantasy OWCS casters and you had made that substitution going into this week, I'd be tamping on your behalf.
Genuinely, like, you would earn so much for having an Avril Kevin Walker on your roster this week. Like, you would just be stealing it away. Everybody, first time 6-7 from its Hex. Welcome, or Hez. Welcome. All right, what do we see? KSA is on Diva. KSA is literally on TVNT's signature hero. And Zoro's dead. So really, TVNT's dead from the lineup, presumably forever, and Zoro's dead because Quartus has already ripped his head clean off. Great start for Team Peps.
Many such cases for Quartz. He's been in fine form for a lot of this year, and really, that incredible performance he had at the mid-season championship, it was only kept going, honestly. It was incredible last week, even in the loss against OWCS. Now the Tracers trading recalls on this left-hand side. Dipper's taken that space now as team have pivoted round to point. KSA half HP, and Willis wants to try and push that HP advantage, and Astro's going to die in the midst of all of this. D-Mech onto KSA. Another pause.
Dude, I wanted to make a coffee, and now I'm just sitting here, coffeeless, 2 pauses deep. Like, you could have handled that first fight. You could have done the Kev Morello bit. Like, come on. Funny Astro just DC'd? No, he just plays like that, Cinnabar.
He might look like he's got a dodgy internet connection, but it's actually a
one
dodgy
one minute ad break,
neurological
coffee
connection.
start. Take it away, Xavier.
I'm taking it away. Psycho in, have they gotten a new coach yet? No coach on Twisted Minds. They had a mystery coach during Esports World Cup, but no coach for Stage 3. Psycho and Yubi going to be leading the way as the Brains Trust. Immediately regret putting Astro into my fantasy lineup. We're actually going into the unpause here. So unpause, Twisted Minds were a very bad start. I don't know if the pause had anything to do with how much TM fell over in that neutral. They did get the first flip, so they at least get something for it. No DCs, slow ult charge on Astro due to that early death as well, so maybe a few connection issues for Mr. Hathaway. Team Peps get to hold forward though, and they get 60% on both of theirs. Zerion and FT God in perfect sync for now with their ult charge, but Simple will actually have the first Kitsune rush, so eyes out for that one. Peps might have to be ready to disengage this. Psycho taking this battle with Dip again. Recall has actually been forced out. Recall advantage now. Dip has to be careful. Psycho's giving it to him. Can't quite finish the kill. FD God there just in time to help. But now Simple has his Kitsune rush ready to drop in main. Team are on point already as well. And Team Peps, they're trying to slow it down, but they've nearly given him a flip already. They might just have to give it for this. Suzu has been forced out. FD God's going to get one touch. He actually boots KSA off the map. How on earth has he managed that? Quartz will trade Willis though. Bowler onto Quartz is going to be Suzu perfectly by Simple. So they're still trying to push it, but here comes the Kitsune rush back. Quartz with another headshot though. Pulse bomb on. No Suzu available this time. And Quartz will fall. Kitsune rush flip will come through for Peps as they get back in control of a point. How did FD God manage that? Coffee check. He's still coffeeing. Astro is 20% behind on the beat, so Team Peps, if Twisted Minds get too close and if FD God has been pressing tab, they will have an advantage they can push with. Great chance for him to go. Astro's trying to farm up the last bit of it now, but it doesn't look like Peps are really in position to go that early. They will just take the ult trade a little bit more towards point. For now, the backline. No, they want to go, actually. Astro is 99%, trying to put pressure on him, but Astro, half HP, gets the beat off just in time. Now Peps are backing it up as they have the later beat. Zerion's in big trouble. KSA on the chase, and Quartz has dropped the overclock, and he has killed everyone. Willis will be able to trade it, but the damage, it might be done. Player advantage still for Twisted Mind. Serious dipping onto point, trying to fight it. They actually managed to kill Astro as well, evening this one up, but Tank disadvantage for Team Peps, and they might just give the flip. Yeah, KSA's hunted down Zerion, and Psycho gonna hit the clip onto FD God, send them back to spawn, and Team Peps are gonna have to play retake just for Downpour in their hands. Coffee check?
It's on the stove, so, you know, eventually I'll disappear, but hopefully it's a 2-0 and it all just lines up perfectly. FD God's already been poked down to about half. Willie's with the Downpour, really the only man that can carry in this team with the ultimates, but it's so hard to get the Downpour off versus the Diva versus such a mobile comp. Dip has gone straight to the point. White Kevster getting that initial point tap, but what can he do thereafter? Because he's already been bullied back a little bit. Funny, Astro's taken an absolute beating in main. White Kevster's actually flipped the cap. Astro's traded. Quartus is down as well. 3 for 3. On to White Kevster from Psycho, though. It's now a 2 versus 3, and the flip's gone back the way of Twisted Minds.
Really nice damage, actually. You saw a little bit of those bowlers hit, and that forced out an early Suzy from Simple, and Willis didn't waste any time dropping that Downpour over the top. They get the kill, they convert it with a pulse bomb, and they get the flip, but too many trades in the end, and they're going to have to play again. Kitsune Rush advantage is significant for Zerion, though. They've got an angle for Zoro to start poking back KSA, and Twisted Mind's going to be forced to point. They can buy a bit of time by kiting towards point, but they're kind of running out of space to kite into now, so really Peps need to be looking on the front foot. They need to use it, and Dip has gapped Psycho again off screen. Player advantage, Kitsune Rush ready to go. KSA's just dead. They're just walking forward, doing whatever they want. Few bolts onto the left here as well. Quartz has killed FD God. They will drop the Kitsune Rush in the end. Zoro trying to force KSA out, and Twisted Minds grateful that they at least got the Kitsune Rush out at the end.
Yeah, last touch now for Twisted Minds. They get that initial tap. Willie slashes up in main, tries to climb over the wall to get the Mega, looks to have stumbled a little bit. He will take it in the end. Quartus has an overclock, though. That's a classic win condition for Twisted. Bolt comes out. He's 20 HP. He snipes FD off the wall, swatting the fly. And that is going to be a 5 versus 4. Flip going back the way of Twisted Minds. Over the wall. Quartus again mid-air gets another kill. Who is this man? He's the best. That's who. And KSA. Funny Astro, I mean, he's got a beat in the pocket. Doesn't even need it.
Yeah, KSA finished off that kill for him as well, and Quartz the difference maker there. From the first fight where he got the early pick, all the way through to this final fight where he cleans it up crucially. FD God will get on one more time, but there's nothing the poor Frenchman can do against the entire Twisted Minds lineup. Dip will get traded out by Psycho once more, and Twisted Minds will be able to close out this first round eventually, but really had to rely on Quartz in a lot of those situations to get it done.
I would just like to apologize to Dip. He is French, though. He is French. But he's not French Kevster, he's white Kevster. Yeah, just keep 5 pumps of Dior Sauvage. It's a good shout. Let's get the monkey smoke in the pipe. Let's just brush this under the rug, okay, everybody? A few more monkey smoke in the pipe, and this will all go away. Thank you. Thank you. Looking over the scoreboard, I mean, it looks like, you know, the scoreboard doesn't really tell how close that round was. Feels like, you know, 99-99. You would expect a few more eliminations across the board, but you've just got KSA and Quartus up on 13, 12, really high. Psycho sticking the sim, though. You know, a little bit of UB trauma sticking it out with the team, and they just can't resist the urge to pick the sim at any possible opportunity. But Psycho seems to be good for it, has bullied Willies out of the fight, has beamed Kevin down. And that's just going to be an easy first fight win for Twisted Minds. They dominate this neutral so far ahead. Quartus catches Zoro. Trade onto Fastro, but I mean, you know what?
What 2 for Zerion?
Watch three with FD God.
Tank advantage, though. KSA will be able to sweep up these remaining supports, though, and TM will close out the fight there, but Zerion, a bit of an odd position in the end, right? It looks like his team kited into the dark room, and he was stuck in white still, so no one to heal. Might as well take a couple of people with you. There will be first fight to TM. No ults to speak of, really, for all of that. Dip moving over to the Venture.
Sorry, I realized I got 2 subs while I was making the coffee and I didn't thank them. Dip burrows underneath. He's pushing forward. He's looking to displace players off the TP. Funny Astro looks to be a bit isolated, but Dip only has eyes for one thing, and unfortunately, that thing is an inanimate object. So that's going to be Dip going down. Zoro as well, and Team Peps really having no luck here in the neutral.
No, not at all. Quartz pushing forward, cleaning up all of these kills as well. No escape for Willis on this one, so it'll be a full reset for Team Peps. Push back into spawn. Ult advantage in the hands of Simple as well. Kitsune Rush ready to go, and you can see how much Psycho's been getting through. The DPS ult charge is significant. Obviously, Team Peps have made swaps as well, but overclock Symbol, and these are very powerful ultimates in these big layered fights as well, so it continues to be tough for Peps.
Of course I'm watching you today, Riley. I watch you every time. I just want friends, please. Thanks for the 6 months. Thanks for the congratulations on the transition.
Yeah.
Slash in. Funny Astro's dead again, guys. Having an absolute rough one. But FD God also managed to go down. A classic Lucio respect situation. Unfortunately, Willies will fall. And Twisted Minds, if you look over at their health bars, nobody else is going down. So what looks like a good opening for Peps collapses as we get into the thick of it. Now, final turn. 4 ultimates available for Twisted Minds. Team Peps a little bit behind on those. Still no ult for Dip. Still nothing for Zoro. A rough one.
Nice little setup for Twisted Minds. They know that in reality Peps have to come into them because they have the hit scan. They have to try and close down Quartz, but that means they can just set up shop in that. Quartz is going to start the fight now with Overclock. It's going to be Peps attempting to kite this one. They do have time. Zerion just needs to dodge this one. B comes out. Astro with the laser beat now. Downpour to chase it. Just lock him up. Psycho's caught in there as well. They can't keep him alive. They've got player advantage now. Tectonic Shock out as well. KSA will fly into that one. Dip can't get underground. Quartz finds another kill. Astro just here pocketing the big man as Quartz is going to try and turn this one. Willis goes for a slash. Astro's half HP. They do demec KSA, but there's a self-destruct available as well. So Twisted Minds will not be giving this one up. Simwall coming back from spawn, and now they have to slow it down again, Peps. We're into overtime. They have to keep touching. And Quartz again. The supports are trying to push him, but Quartz is back behind for Simwall, just charging up another rail.
How do you lose with this guy?
Spots Zerion alone, and it's just all Quartz all day. Twisted Minds take the first map.
Hey, keep talking, mate. I've got a coffee boiling away. I can hear it.
God damn. I mean, we talk about hit scan being difficult in this meta, being hard to live, everything like that, but Quartz, just another level right now. They can't, you saw Willis, he's putting pressure on him, everything like that, but they just can't seem to get close. Face it, scoreboards are working. Good to hear. We'll get that data entered into OWTV, then we can take a look at the fantasy scores as well. Our team are hard at work. It's still not automated, unfortunately, but our ticker team are ticking their very best. TM1? Yeah, who would have guessed? There were signs of life at times for Peps, you know, you can see there's levels to it, but Quartz is just different class. And that first round, they don't win without Quartz. That second round, they don't even get a look in because of Quartz. We sing his praises
maybe
often,
6 or 7
but
pumps. Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the pump update.
Throwing up. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about pumps of Dior Sauvage for Quartz, and it sounds like maybe 6 or 7 is what he indulged in today.
Yeah, he's fragrant today.
Oh, he's so fragrant. Is that a Lenny emote? What time is it right now? Thanks for the pump. I just want friends, please.
Always begging for friends.
Yep. Would anybody like to be my friend? Like, financially?
It's actually discounted this month to be Hunter's friend.
Wait, really? How much?
September. What is it? I think it's 25%.
25 or 30, depending on your regional pricing. So, come on.
That's a full friend for 3/4 of the price.
Well, 3 people just said no. Nobody said 4 people actually. Nobody said yes yet. Omelette breakfast and pizza lunch. Cooking time. Nice, Chase. I'm glad you went for the omelette approach.
Funny how drops are working here, but not on the main broadcast. Spread the word, believer. Send people here.
Yeah, head over to the main broadcast and say, CommanderX and Hunter, their drops work. You can escape. You can get the cat sprays elsewhere.
Neither of these guys have had a nose job. Go watch them.
The beauty of it is, when you watch us, not only do you get the drops, you can also watch the commentary on Morello's nose job with his voice muted. It's a flawless system. Spread the word. Tennis suit, I'm on it, boss. Amazing.
Can anyone who's a lawyer as well, just DM me about how close we're getting to slander as well. Just as long as we keep it the funny side, I think we're all right.
We're on the safe side of slander is what we are.
You found out in the chat over there, did you believe when you jumped over? Welcome.
Nice. Good call. Good call. Let me have a look at the... It's actually so weird. Like, that's like an insane blunder from them, I think. Like, something's gone horribly wrong there.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's
Because like they're on the participating channels list, right? But there's a participating channels list, and then there's like a manual like enable disable thing that they do for like when people like are not doing the games and shit, and they must have like accidentally fucking turned it off for the channel or something.
It's actually a big fat finger from them.
Yeah. The main broadcast doesn't have iShow Finance. That's true, actually. They don't have iShow Finance, and they don't have Xavier and I, so...
Wish this robot wouldn't keep jump scaring me.
I like when the DHL robot just pops out of nowhere and freaks me out.
Yeah. Thanks, robot.
I like the sound effect. I like the sound effects you make for that too. Whoa, my YouTube stream is dead today. Can we boost the likes a little bit? Come on, folks.
I only have 20 likes.
I know that I just recently...
some likes
12,
all round.
dude. Like I'm dead in the
12?
water, genuinely. 12. What is going on, YouTube likers?
Likes. Come on.
Yeah, Fen OW. I know you're a member. I know that we've got nothing but love for the members, but like, come on, step it up, Anthony. Yeah, you should be. Sorry, Anthony.
How long are you streaming for? I don't know. What time is it now?
Long enough for you to get the drops. Long enough for you to get the drops.
Yeah, at least 6-7 hours, and then loads tomorrow as well.
Right.
Oh no, fuck's sake! I didn't. It is literally, that's literally just for time. There's no other way to say that time. Like, how else would you describe that time?
I would watch that cuff, but I can't watch montages when I'm YouTube streaming, or I get copyrighted for the music. That was mid, mate. That was really well done. Just rolled off the tongue.
You need all the drops, especially the banner. Everybody wants the banner. Oh, thank you, Creed.
How am I gonna...
£5 tip? They turned off the drops because the French team is playing?
Out of respect.
You've solved it.
Yeah. Thank you. 12 likes to 40 in no time at all. That's my YouTube chat, baby. Hunter, can you pay for my HRT? No, I'm afraid not, Finn. I'm afraid not.
People are speculating whether or not CommanderX took Botox to achieve such a smooth head. Stop that right now, Mrs. Ramatri. You'd never catch me doing something like that.
I'm on board with that, actually. Xavier confided to me in private that he has had a couple of touch-ups. I've had Botox. I'm sure you have too.
Have you?
Yeah, I have had Botox. Yeah, I have. I've had Botox in my jaw for TMJ because I'd grind my teeth at night and it would give me migraines. So I got my jaw like... I had facial feminizing surgery. I had Botox in my jaw. I had Botox in my jaw to stop me grinding my teeth.
Look at stats. We got time to look at stats. I guess I technically had cosmetic surgery as well. You know when I had that lump removed, but I had to pay for it privately because the NHS wouldn't cover it. So I guess technically that's also in the cosmetic surgery because it wasn't medically required. All right, looking at the numbers now. It's a good day to be a KSA owner, but that's probably not too many people. Simple with a 9.5 as well. KSA 10.5. Astro 2.5. Please, Daniel. Psycho 7. Quartz 7. 1 is the highest score on the Peps side. Zerion, Willis, and Dip getting that. Zorro minus 2.5. FD God minus 2. Somebody was telling me FD God was the truth this week on Fantasy. Turns out they were lying.
Commander XL versus Chunky T. I mean, Commander XL wins on the basis that Chunky T just completely falls off when he can't play Overwatch to get over the line, you know? CX is just a pocket full of joy and personality, whereas Chunky T, like, you take the Overwatch away from him. When he's got no gameplay, what's he gonna do? Our co-streamers have gone Hollywood. Now, you want to see Hollywood, look at the... do any mods want to do Preds? Last Preds were from the old Ocean game, so I feel like we can do better than this. Let's see how many mods are watching right now.
7M has timed out Mama Hamter.
Good choice.
Mama
11
Hamter.
mods watching right now. 0 fucking...
If anyone missed the timed out message, Mama Hamter says, Hitscan takes no skill because there is no lag between your click and your shot. Quartz would suck on actual skill-based heroes. And then someone paid 10,000 channel points for a timeout. Cheers, 7M.
I took a message from Mama Hamster. Mama Hamster's really grown on me like a cancer.
Yeah. At a certain point, the tumour just becomes part of you. Like that lump on the back of my neck.
I can't do your bread. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, Panda. Hello, Vespa.
Bead God, never the truth. It's starting to feel that way, isn't it?
Kirkham27, thanks for the 2 months. Exclamation mark play. Perhaps. I'd consider it.
Can't spell
I'll
tumour
double dip
without a
Preds.
ball.
Oh shit, I only did a minute of ads and we've gone back to a splash screen. What a blunder.
Smash it.
Yeah. Thanks for the 2 months, Kirkham. Oh shit, Cran with 8 hundo? Fucking
big
hell,
Cran.
mate. I didn't even make it like 800 billion. I was so astounded with the number that I just fucking said the actual number. Thank you,
These are
Cran,
not
mate.
inflated
Appreciate
numbers.
that.
These are...
Can we get some WCS Nats in the chat, please? Thanks, Cran. Really appreciate that, mate. You reckon the guy on the right has had a nose job? Cran, while you're here, can I bend your ear for a second?
Get your peepers on this.
Yeah, get eyes on this. You reckon the guy on the right here has had a nose job?
What's the percentage chance it's a new nose?
Yeah. Does that look stock to you? It's not anymore, mate. I fixed it.
Ready for battle.
When are you going on Mafiathon? When Kai gets 500,000 subs, which probably like we're gonna prank him tomorrow night and give him 25k subs while he's asleep, and the bed's gonna like move, and there's gonna be like an opera singer. It's gonna be so amazing. He's gonna be so mad. But after 500,000, then they're gonna let me on the Mafiathon. So yeah. If you were thinking of giving me money today, I'd probably consider saving it, to be honest, because we're all gonna prank Kai later, and like it's gonna be way funnier.
I like it when, you know when he's asleep, but then he's woken up.
That's part of the prank, dude. Like, he
it-
literally just
yeah,
wants to
that's what I
sleep,
like
and
the
like he
most.
keeps getting subs. Like it's crazy.
It's nighttime. He
So
wants to be
good.
in bed, but he can't because of
Yeah,
the
exactly.
opera and the drums and everything.
And when he like, yeah, when he like starts screaming and shit, like, oh, it's unreal. Hook shot. Dan Ed with 2 Ds. Thank you, double Ds. Welcome back, mate. Thanks for the 3 months.
It's a hog defense from Twisted Minds. It was a hazard ban. Obviously, Willis very much looked the part on that hero so far. Willis is going to be swapping over to Diva once they scout it out as KSA goes roaming forward, looking for these early hooks. Not seen a whole lot of hog in EMEA, maybe outside of Crocs on the good guys. But KSA going to be running it here and just trying to make it difficult for anyone coming in taking space. You can see he's happy swapping left side, swapping right hand side. Pull the tank in. Decent amount of damage. Suzu was actually invested for that as well. Quartz has been forced back a little bit on point, but KSA is still going around. Misses the second hook though.
Miss on the hook is crucial for Peps because now they can take some time to reset, recharge. You can see Willie's just permanently taking a beating, and out of respect, he's going to shift through 4 players. Keep that health bar nice and low. Unfortunately, now you can see KSA creeping in from behind the Psycho. The pinch is good. Trade from White Kevster, but 3 for 1. Just not going to be good enough, really. Maybe Funny Astro is going to find a way to die again, but Medi looks to have hooked Willie's off the map. So that's a full team White. Want to talk a bit about KSA's history, Xavier? People are surprised to see him on the hog, but wind back the clock long enough.
Well, it's not the first time we've had a hog meta in EMEA, is it? So, there's always more time for this. And KSA, to be honest, he didn't even do that much in that first fight, actually. He's, Psycho did most of it. He was coming in the flank, cleaned it up. But you can see he's quite happy just to throw these hooks into the tank. Just make it hard for Willis to find any connection on anything that isn't just the hog in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, thanks, Karawi. I'm not taking the bait. I'm not taking the bait. I trust Karawi. Bowler shot comes out straight onto Simple. Suzu was burned, and the connect is good from Willie's. So that's already 1-man advantage. But Twisted Minds, they're backed up into a corner. Trust Cortez to find a trade, though. Manages to steal the mini health pack somehow as well. Willie's just lost in the source, not picking that one up, not stealing that away. So very recontestable for Twisted Minds. They got the rush. Simple's already back, but that's not Simple being back. That's Zerian's rush on the point. Simple's about to be back. Now he's back. The rush comes out. Bastro's 95% on the beat. Super recontestable. They just need to push him with the beat now, Zavi.
Be available. Astro drops it now. Tidal Blast comes out from FD God. Didn't even see when that one went, actually. And FD God in big trouble, gets taken down. The beat push is good. Overwhelms that Tidal Blast. I didn't see exactly what happened to it, honestly, but they're going to stagger out the baby as long as they can, which isn't that long. But a good recontest here from Twisted Minds, and they are back in control at this point.
Yeah, it's a really brutal one right there. Having Dip go down to Quartz in the 5v4, you just can't have it if you want to have a solid hold, because then they completely miss out on their Tracer having any pinch. When the beat turn eventually comes through, it's on Funny Astro's terms. There's no backline pressure. Thank you very much, Mr. Snailman, for the 4 months. Welcome back. Hey, Queen, happy subbing Timber or something. Yep, happy subbing Timber to you too. Slay Queen. FD God back a main, definitely not going to have a Tidal Blast for the remainder of this first point. Willies is really the only man that's even threatening an ultimate with this bomb, but I mean, bomb is a relatively unthreatening ult. And Quartus, he's got an overclock, absolutely deadly with this every time he pulls the trigger. Let's see what he can get done. There we go, takes down Dip free fight again.
Willis is getting just chased around by KSA as well. Just can't have any room to breathe. Gonna get taken out before he can remake after that bomb as well. And we're in the final 30 seconds. And it is all Twisted Minds. Another kill for Quartz right now.
God.
Going into the spawn. Guardian Wave. It doesn't make a difference. TM have got Peps pinned in.
The Quartz Lubda duo, man. These two are just absolutely unstoppable. No matter which way you slice it, they are constantly dominating. It is unreal. Willie is now grappling up onto the high ground, going for the touch, rolling over the rooftop. He's messed up the grapple. He has to grapple a second time, which means that now he has to roll slow to get the tap. He will be good for the tap here, unless, of course, he gets hooked off the point. And that means Twisted Minds going to be an easy full hold here. 95.8% conceded, but not nearly enough to get them over the line.
Can't believe Willis isn't even old enough to drive and he's already got his first DUI.
Initiating match.
And yeah, 95.8%, but it's Icon World, it caps faster, and Twisted Minds are looking to make this a quick series, it seems, today. Only person dying is Simple. He's died twice on the Twisted Minds side, one for Astro as well. Pretty even across the board for it, and just, yeah, no elimination, struggling big time here, Peps.
Yeah, I mean, it is struggle streak for sure. I mean, you see FD God, he's got 0 elims for Pete's sake. Yeah, we did that, but also tired. Free my boy Willie. You think so, Jan? You think Willie needs to be freed right now? I like the Peps are matching the Roadhog. See if they can get something done that way. Unfortunately, I have a bad feeling about this, as, you know, given enough time, eventually White gives to Will, just get his head ripped off by Quartz. That's typically how it goes.
Yeah, it needs a tremendously good hold here in this situation. Trades, anything will be too much for Peps to withstand. So, should be straightforward for Twisted Minds. I imagine KSA, once he sees the Hog as well, might just be quite happy to take that Mirror too. Also, the nature of the Hog means Quartz is going to have Rail all the bloody time. And we've seen what he's been able to do with it so far, so this could be a rough one for Peps now. Coming out, Kiri Lucio again for Twisted Minds. All about the initial hooked foe as we come up to his first choke.
Yeah, KSA already swinging wildly in the choke, looking for his first target. Getting healed up before he steps up once again. Bolt connects, but Willie's max range hook grabbed into the team. That's Suzu. That's all of the Hog resource forced. Harblu's first lord does not apply in this situation from the looks of it. And Zerian is going to go down. So one for one trades, but losing your primary source of healing, never all too good. Already bodies on the point for Twisted Minds, and they're threatening a tick. So Peps have to rush in.
KSA's going to run behind now. He actually runs into a few. KSA's trapped in here as well. Where is KSA going? He's killed FD, God. He's killed FD. Willis is looking to trade it, but they've got 2 for it now. Trades will favour the attackers. Remember, it's Icon World. It caps fast. They need to get the touch. Willis is just trapped in the corner. There will be no touch. And that'll be Twisted Minds 2-0. Feels like we barely even started today, and it's already looking like a Twisted Minds win.
Well, as a results head, no complaints. Color Hex says, can you please take me through Harblu's laws? Rule 1, or Law 1 rather, never hook first in the Hog Mirror. Rule 2, always wash your fursuit on a Sunday.
That's because it's for Lord's Day.
Exactly right. Want to buy a non-3-0? I regret to inform you that you actually came to the wrong week of North American / EMEA OWCS if that was your desire. I think pretty much every fixture this weekend, there's like one game out of like 9 over the weekend, or out of 10. It's looking rough.
Yeah, it's really risky now. We're in a 27-0 type of week in the West.
You said, Hunter, can we see your fursuit? And unfortunately, because you'll see in local time, it's 3:38 a.m. on Sunday, my fursuit is in the wash. So you're not going to be able to see it today, no. As I follow Harblu's laws to the T.
And that'd be such good slop. It's a camera that's just set up to watch your washing machine.
I mean, I was thinking that the slop would be me doing the entire cast in a fursuit one day, just completely out the blue. Like, those things like they're expensive, like well over like $1,000 for like a big full body number.
Yeah, I hear the bear ones are particularly expensive. Yeah.
You don't got the cash for that? You're an expert, Kelsey. Like. People just said I don't have the cash. Like I'm just running. I'm running ads
for a bit, you know.
2K at least, bro. Furry's got bans. Like furries are always employed, right? Why are we getting a Wagger trans cars? I'm gonna need to start saving.
Washing machine cam has 90s energy. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Relaxing.
Let's invest with the furry emoji, the little wolf.
I feel like if you did it, you also just have to make like no acknowledgement of it as well. Like just go about the streamers.
Just go live.
Yeah.
Fat Q says, yeah, depends on your specs, of course. Will cost you a couple $1,000. What do you mean specs? What are specs? I'm not a computer. What are my specs?
What different thing? Like what can be different? What specs can be different?
Yeah. As a furry, I can confirm if you just want the head, it'll run you way less. I mean, I feel like Mr. Snailman, I'd have to go the distance for the bit, right? Like, what am I going to do? The suit has to be custom tailored. Oh, heavens.
That's going to add loads to the cost.
Yeah, I mean, can we see your paws?
It'd be cheaper just to get a nose job.
Yeah, I mean, they're giving those away nowadays.
Thanks, mods, for the
Oh, thank you, NCSU Code Monkey, for the $20. Thank you for the mods.
Jeez.
Yes, all donations do go directly to the mods' pockets. The mods have been working so hard to help me with the stream and OWTV, so I will ensure they get their money. Thank you very much, Code Monkey.
Thank you, Kurowi. Appreciate that, brother.
Alright, so it's actually bad news for fantasy heads here because that map was so short, but most anyone scored on TM was 5 points. And that was Astro.
Oh, heavens. You see, this week is going to be just like a bloodbath for fantasy points, honestly, because all of these quick games actually get you very little. Like, recruiting, like, just for hard stomps, like, never gets you what you need because the hard stomps are too short. Like, Hawk goes to, like, a map 4, he gets you 70 points, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like, they need to shoot back in order for you to actually get points because you need to have 3 points of a map. If it's just a full hold, full push, like, it just doesn't happen. And like defense first, there's just no hope at all.
Yeah.
Oh, Bunnykins, you want to play, do you? I'll bite.
Hunter's persona is 100% a lion with that mullet. I think that's a nice persona to have.
We did the online test and it was a rat, no?
Oh.
Not this race, so I don't like this course.
I guess that's like a superficial versus inner.
Up it's in the air. One more time, Bunnykins, one more time.
A lion on the outside, a rat on the inside.
Posted Backstein with a first time play. Welcome. You have to play again though, because you did it too early. So...
Mods Mickelson is good work.
Mods Mickelson. That's fun.
Do we know map type yet? No, not that we've seen.
Hello, Lep. Good morning. Quick bounce for the road as well.
Atlas is the map type. Tracer is the ban from Twisted Minds in response to Peps' Kiriko ban. So we're trying to force for Wu Yang here, potentially.
Thanks for having a bounce on it, Lep. I appreciate that, bro. You're good people. Oh shit, dude. Out of water. We're already loading into Morocco. Like, quick fill.
You can do it, mate. We're both going to be filling. So, question marks. Question marks probably most over what Simple is going to play. Expect we could see some sort of Wu Yang, maybe even a Lucio Wu Yang on this type of map actually from Peps as possible. Or some kind of Ana. Wu Yang is probably the most common we've seen over in Korea. It looks like Peps are going to go the Wu Yang Lucio direction. And Simple is going to roll back for Clock and try and play Baptiste. I think maybe Landon played Baptiste a little bit last week on like Lijiang Tower and stuff. So in theory, in this type of comp, I look at Venture, I look at Reaper, I look at Hazard. Gonna be a real tough one for Simple. Twisted Minds are just running the classic though. It's Lucio, Bap, Sim, Cass. Nothing ever changes in EMEA, does it? Team Peps now will be there quickly. Are you back, Max?
Oh, of course, mate, of course. I wouldn't dream of leaving you out to dry for even a second during the game, Xavier. This is a region trapped in time. Instantly, Psycho is dead. Bring back Yubi. Yubi would never, not in a million years, dip opening frag onto Psycho. Now he's rotating around, shooting at that inanimate object that we all know he despises oh so much. Burrows under the ground, about half HP, still looking for an angle to keep the pressure up, but instead Peps is just going to kite around to the point, start playing for the cap. Quartz swings wide, but there's no kill to be converted here, unless FD God absolutely feeds his brains out. And still Twisted Minds, not only are they stalling, they're back in a 5v5. Fortunately Simple, Champ 1 Baptiste, has been caught unawares. Flank from Quartz is good, but he misses a shot uncharacteristically, and all of a sudden, Team Peps have won a fight.
Works out nicely for them there. Strong start, and Twisted Minds will have to full reset. Great start for them here. Obviously, the Venture matches up well into the Symmetra. Good read for Peps on the rollout here. And I really feel like Simple's life is going to be very difficult. People TPing on him, burrowing under his, underneath him, jumping in and slashing him. They're going to TP to try and rotate to the left, but they know this is coming, Peps, so they can set up at a different choke instead and still look for this pincer on Simple. Looks like Team are playing it relatively slow as they try and build up their ults, but Zerion is so close in that Tidal Blast already.
Yeah, I mean, that could be the difference maker if they can just throw that out early. I mean, they can just leverage the ult advantage before Funny Astro can actually get the beat online. If they keep fighting slow, though, this big difference could come back to bite them. Down goes Dip. They've got the ultimate, but now they don't have the combo. TP up from Zoro. Well, now you use it? Maybe it's massive. Simple's caught. Simple's not going to go down. He has a lamp, so this is a horrific trade now for Team Peps. I mean, they go down both DPS and then they use the blast. No way.
Really disappointing as well, because you see there, Twisted Minds, they do the initial TP to rotate to the left-hand side. Peps see this, and you feel like Peps are just going to set up at Nat Choke, Tidal Blast ready to go. Takes Zerion a bit longer than he would have liked to actually get it online. But Twisted Minds get to retake that from an ult disadvantage situation for free, get to charge up all their ults in the process as well. Now it's Team Peps, they have the beat, but they've got to wait a little bit for everything now, so might be them to slow it down. Willis is on the left-hand side. FD God there with him as well, beat ready to go. TP flip comes out, now they force for TP, now they can commit. Downpour beat, everything being thrown into this hiding defensive beat from Astro. Matrix is good to keep Quartz alive, but no kills, and we're getting a pause. Simple has died, and oh wait, Quartz has DC'd?
Oh, wow. This is like the most winnable fight in the history of the game. Not only did they get a pick, they've also managed to DDoS Quartz out of the server. Yeah, that's huge. Game 1. Team Peps are taking Morocco, baby. Quartz. Bounce. Nice. Dude, this music, like, we need to put them on some WDG shit. Like, this stuff is no good. You think we can squeeze a minute of ads in here, or am I overdoing it? Like, I feel like I might be overdoing it.
He's got to reconnect and stuff, right? Also...
We'll do a minute. We'll do a minute. He's definitely got to rejoin.
The Preds for this map were also, will Peps even get a point given how that one went? But due to some intervention here from Quartz's ISB, feels like there might be a real chance for Peps to get a point.
Leb says, does this mean we won't have a 3-0 day? Mate, they're winning a flashpoint sub-point, not the whole map. Like, let's be serious right now, Lep. Like, we're not in the fucking fantasy land, man. Dan the Dirty, thanks for the time. Welcome.
He has his expectations correct. Let's not forget about map 5s, forget about closed series, forget about more than one team winning a map in a series. We should just start cheering for round wins, because that's the type of week we're in, I think.
Wait, is the plumber
and
thumbnail
balls.
the one that I'm using today, Kelsey? Is this today plumber day for infected? Because that's like such an S tier thumbnail. Him just like soy jacking like crazy with plumber as the caption. It's like that's Mari's finest. I think that's my favorite that she's ever made. All right, Team Peps. They're trying to prevent the touch for Twisted, but Quartz is actually coming back on the venture. Does not want to let it go. Borrow's underground. He's already taken dip very low. Watch out, White Kevster. You need to stay alive. Symbol's up on the point now for Psycho and Team Peps. I mean, White Kevster's got to carry this, but where are we going? We just kiting this out and giving the cap?
They're just waiting out Symbol. They're just going to wait out Symbol and go afterwards, I guess. They concede the flip. It's now final fight. Only a self-destruct for Twisted Minds to work. But the
God's
dies
sake.
with the ult. Peps here, making a mess of it. Matrix in play to keep Simple alive. And Peps, they have no choice but to take this fight. They still have a Blossom, but getting that one off through the Matrix is going to be difficult. Zoro probably shoots too early, gives away his position. Lamp has been forced, could just commit. Low on Matrix as well. He's going to die. Can't even get it off. Neither DPS ult comes into play. And Twisted Minds, DC or no DC, are going to win it. And looks like we're not even going to get around for Peps.
Yeah, I mean, that's just shameful, really. The fact that they kite it out to try and avoid the symbol completely. They don't want to fight into it, despite Twisted being on such a desperate recontest right from the start. And then they just go down without using the ultimates. I mean, talk about a buckle from Team Peps. Now, over on this point, I mean, we've got the Tidal Blast once again. Let's see if we can use it before. Both DPS are dead this time around. Beat basically even for both Lucios. As Funny Astro's career progresses, he gets closer and closer to being FD God. Tidal Blast comes out onto Zoro. He's TP'd backline. Looks like Funny Astro is dead, as I said. Oh, Quartz very nearly drills Zoro off the map, but he will just escape. Simple throws down the window. That's a Champ 5 window, ladies and gentlemen. He's pushing around the back now. He's got the pinch. He takes down Zerion. He drops the lamp, but he goes down. Willies is traded. It's a 3v3. Dip needs to close it out, and he is going to close it out. Good for 2. Still KSA on the point. 2v2 right now. Dip!
Oh my god! What was he thinking? Twisted Minds will get the first cap there, even with that value Dip and Zoro found late in the fight. It won't be enough. Now coming for the retake. FD God has a slight beast advantage. Quartz has the Tectonic Shock ready to go, and Peps, we're gonna have to start from scratch again.
They just can't do it. They just don't have it in them. Doesn't matter how advantaged the scene. They just can't close it. FD God's got the beat now. He's pressing forward. He's angling like he's about to beat push. He drops the beat. Funny, boop onto Quartz, but Quartz can actually get under the ground. Now Funny Astro gets a significantly better beat. Fortis did not receive it, so even though he had the Tectonic Shock to carry, he cannot pop it. Funny Astro wall riding around on the coast. Zerion's been traded though, 4v4. Psycho's about to have the wall, so once again, Team Peps feels like they're bleeding out slowly. They don't close the kills fast enough, and now Twisted have the ults to finish the job.
Willis a little bit separated here, tries to leap out to group with the team, and it's just no good. Now Peps, they have to commit to this. They don't have a lot of time for the touch, but TM, they know this. They are plowing forward. They want late kills. There's players in front of them. Zoro is awfully low. Zerion is low. They have to factor in the touch, but with no Tracer, no chance. And Peps have been forced all the way back. A TP out as well, so TM get to do a little bit of everything. They double down. They kill Simple. Not the most impactful kill, though. They will win this fight, but this fight means nothing in reality.
Yeah, completely meaningless fight. It's a 2-0 lead for Twisted Minds. They've done it without ulting at all as well. So really, where's the optimism? Where's the upside for Team Peps? All I see is just endless heartbreak coming out from poor Dip. White Kevster, I mean, you've got to live up to your name, man. It's hurting right now. Nothing but pain. Zerion with the Tidal Blast. Maybe they can throw that out onto the front line. Full TP flip from Twisted Minds. They TP up onto the high ground. Zerion's dead. He gets the ult out onto Dip. Funny Astro on the coast will fall. So it's a 4 versus 4. But the trade onto Zerion, massive. FD God gets drilled by Simple up on the high ground. Now that's a Champ 5 backplay that I can get around. And it's looking like Team Peps. Just no leg to stand on.
In the God spot here, Simple, thanks to that TP. Huge value, pocketing everyone, beaming down everyone else as well. TM will get the first cap as a result of this. KSA will be playing cleanup, and it's all looking good for them here again. Twisted Minds walking forward. You can see their confidence growing. 1 round away from closing out this series, and what's got to be close to record time.
Yeah, it feels like this is actually world record pace at this stage. If only they could pick push for map 2 and get it done even faster. Either way, this is outrageously quick. Dip He needs to get it done right now. He's pushing the flank, but be careful because there's a car wash around the corner. He's going to burrow under. TP's down for Psycho. Simple is still up on the high ground, but it appears that Dip has no interest in moving him away from that TP. Yeah, he hates these inanimate objects. He's actually going to go as far as to ult the inanimate object. He gets himself taken down. Downpour's out for Willies. He catches Quartus, but there's no kill conversion. Bomb on the point. FD God has the beat. It's the last fight, folks. We've got to invest. Willie's slashing around on the coast, just trying to stay on the map. Funny Astro, 95% on a beat. Couple of Cheerios across the map, and now he has the counter beat. Better beat it online once again for Funny Astro. Symbols up on the point for Psycho. Zoro's got the spin to potentially clutch, but he can't spin Simple. Dip found Psycho. He's done it. Drop it. It's just the spin on him, man. Just
there we go. Yeah, here we go. On to Quartz. Stops that one. There were 2 trades on the backline. There's actually no heals. Go get Simple off this high ground. There we go. They've managed to get him off now. KSA is actually still around, so they need to be careful as KSA is going to start forcing point. They're waiting for their supports to get back to the fight. Astro is there already. Zero and FD God. Willis coming back on ball as well. They know they need to keep committing to this now. KSA wanting to hunt down this Reaper after Wraith. The Guardian Wave will keep Zoro alive though as well. He TP's back. He's out now. Zero nearly has this Tidal Blast as Willis looks to apply pressure on Quartz, who does have this overclock. He's going to pop it as well. Half HP. Little dink. Tidal Blast coming through. Dip is just forced back. They're all TP and they're all trying to get on Quartz, but Quartz is pushing them all back, keeping them at bay. Rail now half HP. Zoro in front of him. He slides back. Simple has been traded. It's 3v3 actually as Dip continues to fight this teleporter, but Astro's there to protect for TP. Now dropping onto point is a full beam Psycho. KSA is so low behind. Limited healing, so Psycho's a little bit isolated. Astro joins him now. They're all there, a little bit low on HP, a bit worse for wear, but they clean up Willis. The pocket from Astro is good. KSA is playing sweeper. 1-for-1 trade. Desperate stalls coming out from Peps now, but Zoro's going to get cleaned up, and all of a sudden, it's just FD God. It's all Twisted Minds. One final touch from Dip. One more boop, an alley-oop, and Simple closes it out for Twisted Minds.
Twisted Minds 3-0, record time, no points dropped on Morocco despite Quartus getting DC'd in a 5. But you know, already what was a 45? Really easy one there for Twisted Minds. Dominant performance. No idea how that impacts fantasy, but you know what? Didn't have a single Twisted player on my roster for fantasy, so I'll dial in when I start to see Violet and Choice A1 on the screen. I'll start to get bothered when I see trades coming out then. But until that moment, I'm fine. Everybody say hi to Infected, by the way. Everybody's favorite plumber is here.
Anyone need their pipes fixed?
Yeah, if you need your pipes fixed, Boston Fine, ladies and gentlemen. Eyes on.
Boston Fine Plumbing. Call now.
Call now. You have Funny Astro, let's go. Hello everyone, I'm here to help your pipes. Christ. Oh, Boston. Alright, Boston, I'm about to hit the add button, so the psychic damage you're about to suffer, good luck, buddy.
Wait, do you want some allegations, Max? Astro is here. He's saying, they are cheating. We never crash in scrims. Then I crash on Lijiang. Quartz crash last map. The allegations are out there. Peps have successfully cheated their way into a record-breaking 3-0 loss.
Yeah, it's crazy that even when they're hitting half of your entire roster offline, Daniel, they still manage to get 3-0'd without taking a single point. I will survive the ads. Thanks for the prime, Boston. Thanks for the 4 months. Welcome back, mate.
Zoro claims he's innocent. All right, this one's going to have to go to court.
Don't believe his lies. Don't believe his lies.
Is anyone here a judge?
What does White Kevin have to say about this?
I believe he's currently in a scrap. He's in a scrap right now in the car park with the teleporter.
Yeah, I mean, he saw a TP and he just had to mag dump on that. Oh my gosh. It's way too many times the observers caught Dip lacking to shooting at a TP.
I'm certain there's 90%.
No way.
Yeah. I'm certain 90% of the time he wasn't shooting TP, and just unfortunately we were watching that 10%.
Absolutely not Raging Feral Hog.
Quite a while. Streaming all the games, so we're going to be on for a while if you're after the drops, Susie.
Sounds like Susie Q is after some drops, and they've made their way to the best place possible to get them.
It's drop central here.
Genuinely. Pundits have been calling this Drop City. This co-stream right here,
Well, thank you, Aristophanes, for the 9 months. Can't wait for a weekend of close games.
Weekend of close games.
Can't wait for some marbles.
Nobody
That's what
tell
I've got a hankering for some marbles, and there's only one way to satisfy my craving, and it's to type !play in the chat right this second.
All right, 9 points for KSA. Yeah, it feels like the game was over so quickly. Psycho and Quartz never really got a huge amount of points there. Still waiting for simple scores to load in. Our simple scores in there now. So overall scores, big winner is KSA himself, 23.5, 21 for simple, 14.5 for Astro, 13 for Psycho and Quartz.
Morning, Pawsome.
Over on the Pep side, 2.5 is the most anyone could muster, and that is Zerion. FD God, Willis, 1.5. Zoro is break even. We're at flat 0. Dip, -3.
First time play from Ditzy Chungus. I feel like we need eyes on that, I'm afraid. Where are you? Is that it? That's Dazim. Where is Ditzy Chungus? There you are.
Alright, I'm grabbing a drink while we're in between games.
No, I was going to leave him with you.
No, I'm leaving him with... It's your turn to watch for kids. I watched them last weekend.
All right, you've got 30 seconds to get in the race, folks. Get your plays in. That's me, Mom. The streamer looked at me. Yeah, but, you know, I was just misreading your name, Dazim. Like, you'll have your moment in the sun. Apparently the Top Dragon movie cost $1,600. I feel like Xavier's response to that tweet, I feel like he should actually tweet the reply, because I linked it in the group chat, that tweet of OWCS Surgeon saying that the Top Dragon movie cost $1,600, and Xavier's reply was just speed invest. And I thought, you know what, for a 35-year-old guy, this might be the funniest thing you've ever said in your entire life. It's just S+ tier response from Xavier.
On smoke.
Oh, God, that was a really fast first game. Aristophanes, thanks for the 2 months. Only subscribe you again for marbles, to be honest. It's true, you can't rig the marbles race without giving me your money, so I like that. But you know what? There's no time to subscribe like September, thanks to the 25 to 30% off based on your original pricing. So thank you very much. Welcome back. I think I just fisted the camera twice. I'm losing my mind. Look at the Peter Griffin profile picture. You should put up an Alcad pred so I can gamble one more time before I go to sleep. Mods, come on. Make this young man's dreams come true. It's a good profile picture I just won, friends, but you need to be in the top 10 to earn the right. This music seamlessly loops. Cinnabar says, just take my money, see if I care. Of course I care, Cinnabar. Thank you very much for the 4 months. Welcome back. I care. You see that smile? It's the smile of a man that cares. Why not speed invest emote? Because the emote's called I Show Finance, and the fact that he called it speed invest because he couldn't remember what it's called makes it funnier to me in many ways. Doesn't mean that I'm going to rename it. Jam's profile picture is pure class. And this one. What's this dude's name? This dude's like a body. Is that Jay Cutler? We're making new friends. I think your marble is a bit daft, Maria, I'm afraid. But you know, it could always be worse. You could always be big snakes. taking up the rear. What did I miss? Oh, you didn't miss much, homosexual. Words? Yeah, I think that's a good shout. We'll do the words hybrid, you know? So we'll like jump over to the unclean feed. We'll get the words on stream going. We'll get the marbles going at the same time. We'll slop you to
I'm
death.
back.
That's Overwatch. Tap in, everybody. Now,
Tap in.
KSA interview. I mean, are they seriously doing an interview without unmuting again?
Let's see. Voice
So
of
is this week
KSA.
2 or week 3? The interview is muted
This is
again.
Week 2. No, quick.
The interview is muted at the moment on the clean feed.
But throughout testing, the meta kept developing, and then all of a
KSA
sudden
was playing from a
Roadhog was
wind
apparently
tunnel,
good
it
right now,
seems.
so decided to try me out.
You mentioned the meta there a little bit. Where do you think the meta currently is?
Come on.
Because we look across the different regions, Korea's meta is developing very quickly. They've started out with Tracer Genji Ball, and now just last night they're moving in towards more of a Zarya Reaper type of look. So things are changing quite rapidly. Even you were saying week 1 maybe the hero pool for the meta was looking better for Team VT. Now it's maybe looking better for you. Where do you think the current meta is
Myself down,
for your
not
team in your
cover
region?
what that is. Small streamer now.
I think, honestly, I think for us, honestly, more
They
like
just livened him
for
up.
us, it's more like Roadhog, Diva, Roadhog, maybe sometimes Reinhardt, you know, the usual. But it really depends from team to team. I don't think there's any set meta right now.
Hey KSA, I gotta tell you how dirty you did my fantasy team. I picked you one of the first tanks off the board last week, and then you didn't play. So this week I wasn't sure. I picked up Willies.
This
and then
guy
you
just
beat
picked
the
up Willies,
straight game, so
and he's blaming KSA for that
I
decision.
jumped off the train, but
He saw a Twisted Minds versus Team Peps fixture, and he dropped the tank from Twisted Minds to put Willies on the roster, and he's blaming KSA for that.
teams, like, across
He didn't need a
Come
new
on,
nose.
Morello.
He needed
Come
a
on,
new
Morello.
brain.
Even some
Yeah, no, this guy needed a brain transplant, not a fucking, yeah, that's unbelievable. Morello!
Honestly,
Accountability.
I still believe that.
Alright,
between
I'm
the
leaving them
top
with
three
you,
teams,
Zabby.
Alright, alright.
not bad.
Hey,
BP
Luxeo.
is like still like so big between the
What's
other
he saying?
teams. In my opinion, also, VP is a pretty good team right now because there's no more Sin, so I mean we saw them before, like the meta changed to Sin in Stage 1. They went undefeated. I think that's also a top team right now in my opinion. But you can still.
I got a bonus question here because you mentioned Alcatia, but I am curious about last week's game. How do you feel? I mean, given that you didn't play, but how do you feel you guys went against Alcatia? You barely lost out, required a reverse sweep. You nearly did it, but it's another 5 map between you guys and Alcatia. So, what did you guys learn from last week's game, and what are you applying to your team now?
Honestly, it's just the same, you know. Every time we go against Alpha, just into a map 5. For the last few times we go against them into a map 5, hasn't been going our way. I think Esperanza, we didn't play that well. Like one unlucky fight. Like if we want that just one fight, the second fight after we win the first fight, we just snowball into 100 meters, but we didn't. So just need to play better.
Just Gabby.
It's that simple. Just gotta,
be better.
Just be better.
Push to be like that. Push to be like that. Snowball. Yep.
Exactly. Well, KSA, we love to see you guys back in action and continue your dominant performance from Stage 2. Once again, congratulations on the dub. Hopefully for many more to come. Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you.
KSA coming live to us from the TM facility in Antarctica. W Mike's all round. Getting the Alba treatment. Alright, where are we doing? Have I cut the VOD? Panda will be so upset at me if I don't remember to cut the VOD.